for your free estimate.
That's 889-8500 for your free estimate.
Learn more at Altman Coatings on Facebook and TikTok.
It's fall, y'all. I'm Stephanie, manager of Purcell Tire. We offer a wide variety of options to keep your vehicle running smooth so you can enjoy this beautiful fall weather. We are now offering our fall car care package that includes oil and filter change, tire rotation and tread depth check, brakes, battery, belts, and hoses inspected. Call us today at 270-365-7291. Come see us at 309 U.S. Highway 62 West in Princeton or visit us online at purcelltire.com.
Hello, I'm Jason Jenkins, commercial banker with Planters Bank. We depend upon agriculture as a mainstay in our operation. I live agriculture every day, which helps me stay in tune with the issues facing our industry and local community. At Planters Bank, we strive to bring value to our customer relationships. We understand the uniqueness of each farming operation and the challenges you face. Agriculture has evolved into a complex business model that carries huge capital requirements. We have the financial tools and people to help you grow and manage your own operation. Planters Bank, expect great things. Member FDIC.
Are you overwhelmed when it comes to marketing your business? This is Cindy Allen Lax with the Edge Media Group. And when I started my career 30 years ago, we sold radio, but we are so much more today. We have multiple radio stations and websites. Digital advertising, well, it's a must for a business, but which direction to go in can be a real challenge. We can help you with that challenge. Let us put our team of experts to work for you. Contact us today at theedgemediagroup.net.
Tiger football is on the air on 1580 103.3 WPKY on your free WPKY app and worldwide streaming audio on WPKYonline.com. It's time for the Caldwell County Coaches Show on WPKY.
The Caldwell County Tigers take on the Christian County Colonels tonight at the Stadium of Champions in Hopkinsville. Good evening, everyone. This is Todd Griffin of WPKY Radio. Stay tuned. We'll talk to Caldwell County head coach Aaron McClung about tonight's matchup right after this on 1580 103.3 WPKY.
You only turn 130 once, and Fredonia Valley Bank is pulling out all the stops. This remarkable journey is a testament to the community and the cherished customers, so they are shouting out a huge thank you. And what better way to show gratitude than with monthly giveaways? Stay in the loop for your chance to grab some amazing prizes. Stay tuned with us. Follow Fredonia Valley Bank on Facebook and Instagram, or pop into either location for a visit. Here's to winning and celebrating together.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Your home energy bills shouldn't break the bank. Pennyrile Electric and TVA Energy Right are here to help. Extreme weather, aging appliances, kids who never turn the lights off. There are lots of reasons why your energy bill can feel too high. Pennyrile Electric partners with TVA Energy Right to offer energy bill assistance, rebates, and zero-down fixed-rate loans for home energy upgrades. Find the right solution for you at energyright.com. That's energyright.com.
As a community, we faced challenges. We've seen that working together as a team, we're stronger. This is Heather Riley, marketing specialist with the Edge Media Group. With over 7 decades of building customer relationships, we've learned a thing or two about teamwork. We're dream builders. Through marketing campaigns designed specifically for unique needs, we help customers grow, building today's ideas into tomorrow's legacies. This is Heather Riley. Come build a legacy with me. Find out how at theedgemediagroup.net.
Bradley Furniture wishes all the Tigers good luck this season.
It's Caldwell County and Christian County tonight at the Stadium of Champions in Hopkinsville, and we're talking with Tiger head coach Aaron McClung ahead of tonight's contest. Coach McClung, kind of the last tune-up for you guys as you get ready for district play next week.
Yeah, it's our last 6A school of the year. I didn't realize they were 6A. I thought they were 5A, but because of the planned consolidation, they went ahead and moved them up. So they're a 6A team. They're in the same district as McCracken. So this will be the last rough part of this 2-year cycle of schedules, and we'll be on to our regular 2A district, and then we end with Trigg County.
So a big game for you guys to try to get ready for the rest of the schedule, but it looks like the weather might be an issue.
Oh, I'd say it's going to be a big issue. I expect it to be a deluge the whole night, and our kids are planning on it. We've talked about it with them. We don't really care what the weather does. It's not really going to be cold. It's going to be raining and windy, and we're going to go out and play regardless of the weather. My kids have accepted the fact that it's going to be raining, and hopefully we're going to take care of the football and play good defense, and they're probably going to have a lot of fun.
Now, when you have a situation like this where the weather does look bad, what can you do in practice to kind of prepare for that?
Well, we've tried to introduce some concepts in practice and we put in this game plan. When we played Graves County, we anticipated a rainy night, and it didn't rain. So we've been working on running the football all year. So we feel like if it gets really sloppy, we can get under center if we have to, and we can run the ball in a variety of ways. So I think that's we're probably thinking about that kind of game plan, and you just never know. The Graves County game, it didn't even rain until early in the fourth quarter, and it just sprinkled. So the weather's kind of unpredictable, and we try to prepare for all the possibilities. But the bottom line is when you get in a game like this where it's really rainy. Usually the team that wins is whoever can hold on to the football the best. So hopefully we can hold on to the football and they'll put it on the ground, and we take advantage of that, and we'll get out with our muddy uniforms.
Well, the Graves County game was one of your better games of the season. So whatever you guys did that week to get ready for it, that would seem like something good to do again. Yeah,
we had some new stuff out of the run game. We got in our double wing formation stuff and under center, and we moved the ball a little bit on them. So we've expanded that run game some this week. We were a little behind because it lightning yesterday when we didn't get to practice very long. So that's usually our offensive practice. So we'll go out and spend a lot of time on Team O today, and we'll get ready to go.
There was some discussion about moving tonight's game because of the weather, but I know it's a situation where you guys don't want to go back to Saturday because that would give you a short week to get ready for Mayfield.
Yeah, I don't want to go back on a Saturday for a non-district game under any circumstance, especially with 3 district games looming. These games are, the purpose of these non-district games is really to prepare you for the district games and then prepare you for the playoffs. So I don't think it's good for kids to warm up and play part of a game and then turn around and do that again the next day. I just don't think that's good for health or good for kids' injuries. So we want to finish the game, and if it's lightning, we obviously we won't be able to. We have to wait 30 minutes every time at lightning. So, we're going to stay and wait and try to finish the game Friday night because it's not in our best interest to come back on a Saturday and definitely not a Sunday.
Well, as you get ready for Christian County, you got to see them last week play Murray, so you kind of got to see 2 future opponents at once there.
Yeah, I did, and they scored a lot of points in it. It was a Saturday game, and, Murray scored 54 points, but Christian County showed a lot of life. They're a very resilient group of kids. They kind of remind me of our team last year where they didn't quit. They kept playing. I think Murray had kind of expected them when they jumped up 2 or 3 scores to lay down and Murray put a run of clock on them, but County kept playing and playing. They got within a couple scores late in the game and recovered an onside kick and they didn't. That's a scary opponent, I think. Despite being 0-5, when you see a team that is 0-5 and down in a game and continuing to play hard. That's kind of scary because kids that won't quit are dangerous because eventually the tide will turn and we don't want that to. We want to come out and come out ready to play, come out hitting on all cylinders because if you let them hang around, you could be in trouble. And we were that way for them last year. They jumped on us 21-22 to nothing and then we got back within 1 point and had a chance to win it at the end of the game. So, you want to take care of business against kids like that.
Well, and Christian County being a larger school, they're going to have athletes. It's not like a small school that's struggling, even though Christian County hasn't won a game yet this season. they still have the ability to be tough.
They do. They have several good athletes. They have they spread the ball around. They rotate different running back receivers in. Their quarterback can run. So they it's not like they're dominated by one good kid. They have a lot of different kids that can run the ball. So they're balanced offensively. Coach Ashley I could tell by watching him, he's a good play caller. He adjusts. So it's if you think of a way to stop what they're doing well, he's going to go to something else. He seems like a really smart coach and a good play caller. So it's going to be a tough game.
Christian County, I don't think, wants to throw the ball a whole lot. I saw them in 7-on-7 before the season, and their passing game was still kind of coming along then. Their percentage in the passing game is not great, but again, they've got some athletes out there.
I think it really depends on what you give them, because when they played Warren East in their first game, they only ran the ball 15 times. They threw it every other time. So that makes me feel like at early in the season they wanted to throw it a lot. Now they threw 5 interceptions in that game, so they've gotten away from that a little bit. But, Coach Ashley and his team, I think, if he sees stuff in the passing game, they're not afraid to throw the ball. So last week they tried to run it a lot, and they kept running it because they were having so much success against Murray running the football. So, if we let them have success running the ball, they're probably going to keep running the ball. If we overload the box and stop the run, they're probably going to throw the ball. So we had to prepare for both things, and we feel like we got a pretty good feel for them, and hopefully that shows in our game.
You guys played a team last week in McCracken County that didn't mind throwing the ball a whole lot. So does that kind of help you if Christian County wants to try to put the ball in the air this week?
Well, I hope so. I hope it helps us. I think McCracken threw the ball really well. I don't know if Christian County throws it that well, but McCracken County probably showed them some things on film that they can try to hurt us, and we've tried to work on those things to get better at defending those specific routes. But a team like McCracken County, that's a district game for Christian County, so they also got to look at another opponent. But you never know. When you're dealing with teenagers, I was talking to another coach this morning, and his team had a big win the first game of the season. He says the rest of the year his attitude has been terrible, which blows me away. But teenagers are highly unpredictable kids, and you gotta stay on them all the time and make sure they're ready to go each Friday night.
Now, you said last Friday night at halftime you were a little upset with your team's effort, maybe for the first time this season. When you went back and looked at that game as a whole, do you think differently about it now?
No, I don't think we executed very well in the first half. I feel like, I don't know, we just didn't really come out and play as hard as I expected us to. Some of the blame, I'll take some of the blame. I feel like we were probably a little too conservative offensively. They were probably better up front than I expected them to be. So we needed to get more first downs. We needed to keep their offense on the field. I didn't expect our defense to have such trouble getting off the field. So we made some adjustments. Hopefully that our defense won't have to play as much in the first half as they did against McCracken County, because they wore us down and we can't get first downs, so we keep giving them opportunities. They're good. They were good receivers, good quarterback, and they were just able to take advantage of some areas where we were weak. And we made some decent adjustments at halftime and played better. So I am happy about that.
Well, that was my next question. Were you a little happier with the play in the second half?
I was happy that we didn't just give up. When you're down 30-7 at halftime, it's pretty easy to mail it in. They score twice and it's a running clock. So I wish we would have got a stop on their first drive. They had the ball first, and we had 2 chances to get out of that drive, and we didn't capitalize, and they scored to go up 30. So I was happy that we came right back and scored, and we kept playing. We got some stops in the second half. I was happy that we didn't quit and got it to a better score. Their starters played the whole first half or a whole game. So I was happy with our resiliency in the second half.
We're talking with Tiger head coach Aaron McClung as Caldwell County gets set to take on Christian County tonight at the Stadium of Champions in Hopkinsville. We'll be back with the coach with more after this on 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Is there anything we can do for you? Johnson's Furniture and Appliances in Marion, Kentucky wants to help. At Johnson's, we get excited when you walk in the door or call for assistance. We look forward to solving your problems and lending a hand. We carry most major appliances, including GE washers, GE dryers, and GE refrigerators. We also carry parts and offer service. Johnson's in Marion, Kentucky wants to be your appliance store and service center. Let Johnson's Furniture and Appliances in Marion lend a hand. Stop in or shop online.
Stay safe on the road while keeping your vehicle in top shape while enjoying a smoother, quieter ride. Ensure fuel efficiency by trusting the tire experts at Trice Hughes. Stocking leading brands like Michelin, Goodyear, Firestone, and Bridgestone ensures quality and longevity. Plus, enjoy no-cost tire rotations with every service appointment for the life of your tires. Discover the Trice Hughes difference in Princeton or find them at tricehughesgm.com. At Trice Hughes, they're more than just tires.
When we say
Classic hits,
we mean
50 ways to leave your lover. You just slip out the back, yeah. Oh, sweet dog, you get the best of my love. You get the best of my love.
Listen to WPKY worldwide at
WPKYonline.com. WPKY.
Cozy Living Interior and Boutique wishes the Tigers all the best luck.
The Caldwell County Tigers and the Christian County Colonels tonight at the Stadium of Champions in Hopkinsville. We're talking with Tiger head coach Aaron McClung about tonight's contest. And, Coach, you look at Christian County, they haven't had a whole lot of success this season. They've given up a lot of yards, a lot of points. Hopefully some of those things bode well for your team going into the contest.
Well, I hope so. You know, we've played a very tough schedule, you know, the kids have played well at times, and I really hope things come together for them. I hope we can string together some good drives and score some points. And you know, Christian County is not as big as some of the other larger schools that we played, so hopefully we can match up better with them and get some stops on defense. I mean, I'd love to see our kids come out and have a big showing. I think it'd be a good leaping off point for us going into district, and kids deserve it. I mean, my kids, they played hard. We've kept a positive attitude. You know, I think despite being 1-4, I think they feel pretty good about what's still in front of us. So hopefully we'll play well tonight, and hopefully we will get out of there with a W.
How will Christian County line up offensively, and what do you kind of expect out of the Colonels?
They run a spread. I would say that they're a spread base, but they will they'll run a lot of overplays, and they'll have a tight end, but they're mostly one back. They'll go some two back when they do the over stuff, but they're Coach Ashley's got them. They're very versatile. You know, they're not super big, but they got a lot of kids that play hard.
On the defensive side, what do you expect?
I think they're a base 4-3 team. You know, when they face spread teams, they're going to be in a lot of 4-2. They play a lot of cover 2 and a lot of 4 deep. So I think you're going to see a lot of 2 high safeties and four down guys and 2 linebackers in the box. I think that they look young. They look young defensively. They get to the ball very well. They got a couple good-sized defensive tackles. So, you know, I hope that we are able to execute what we see them being weak at and take advantage of what they give us.
They do have a new coach this year. You mentioned that. And are they still going for 2 after every touchdown? And can we expect to see them go for it on 4th down like we did last season?
They'll go for 2 some, and they'll kick some. They will kick some. One thing that they will do a lot is onside kick. They don't have a great kicker. They have a kicker that could kick extra points, but they can't really kick it deep very well. So you'll see a lot of pooch kicks, and that's been a problem for us this year. So we've worked on that a lot this week to make sure that we're ready for onside kicks and pooch kicks, because if they watch film on us, that they see we've been victimized by that. So hopefully we'll get that fixed.
Does the way you guys played Christian County last year kind of give you a little confidence going into this game? Because they lost a couple of kids that were really good athletes from that team, and you guys were right there. And as a Caldwell County fan, you've got to think the offense this year is ahead of where the offense was last year for the Tigers.
Yeah, I'd say we're miles ahead offensively where we were. Defensively, They had the Miles kid and Jay-Sean Riley, and we were really overmatched by those two guys. They were really amazing playmakers, and in that game, they just every time they needed to convert a third down, Miles kid was running, or they were throwing it to Jay-Sean. So those two kids being gone is good for us. They still have some good kids. Part of the reason we were able to get back in the game last year was because they were so undisciplined. They're not this year. I mean, they're not going to get 250-something yards of penalties like they did last year. So, they lost a couple playmakers, but they're a more disciplined football team. They're not going to make as many silly penalties, and so, that works against us that they're more disciplined. So, but we just need to play our game, and we need to come ready to play for the whole game, and hopefully it'll produce a win.
Noticed on the Christian County stat sheet, they've had 12 interceptions this season, so they've turned the ball over just a little bit. That would be another area where you guys could exploit it, because back in the win over Hopkins County Central, you guys created a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, that'll go a long way. If we intercept them a bunch. We have the state leader in receptions, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Luke Parker with 5, so that would be fantastic if they throw it to us a bunch. That'll be a big coup for us.
Now, probably our last appearance, at least for the foreseeable future, at the Stadium of Champions in Hopkinsville.
Probably be the last time we play there, as long as I'm coaching. Obviously, I really don't think we probably should be playing Christian County or Hopkinsville when they're on their own. So I definitely don't want to play the combined school. So we'll even travel. I mean, when that school combines, I have 2,000 students, and 1,000 of them are probably going to be boys, and we only have about 250 boys. So that's probably not somebody we need to be playing. I expect them to be a really solid football program. So. It's not good for a school our size to be playing somebody like that.
Now, again, you watched them last week against Murray. Murray kind of got the lead on them. How was Christian County able to stay in that game?
Well, they just kept playing. I feel like Murray did a poor job adjusting to all the over stuff, and they just kept running the ball, and Murray, it took Murray a long time to adjust. The Christian County kids just kept playing. They didn't quit even when they were down, and they got it within 2 scores at the end, and had a chance to get it down to 1 score. And I really feel like the Murray kids just thought that Christian County was going to quit, and they didn't. So, and that's what can happen in high school football. If you don't come ready to play, and the other guy's hungry for a win, and Christian County's hungry for a win, you find yourself in a dogfight in what should be an easy game. So I hope my kids don't fall into that trap, because Madisonville fell into that trap a couple weeks ago, and there's no guaranteed wins. You got to show up and play.
Well, that's the thing. If you're a Caldwell County fan, you're looking at this Christian County game as it's a very winnable game, but Christian County's looking at it the exact same way.
Oh yeah, when you look at Christian County's schedule, the back half of their schedule is like the first half of our schedule. They play Bowling Green next week, and they play McCracken County, and they play Henderson, and they play I think they play I can't remember. It's a bunch of their big district games, and it's a brutal schedule from here on out for them, and they're probably looking at us and saying this is probably our best chance to win a game to a Caldwell County, so we better come ready to play, or they're going to get their first win against us, and it would be a real wasted opportunity for us if we didn't come ready to play.
As you get ready to take on the Colonels, what's the keys to success for the Tigers tonight?
I guarantee it'll be one key to success. It'll be holding on to the football, not turning the football over. Whoever holds on to the football the best tonight will win the game.
All right, good luck to you guys against Christian County.
Thanks, Todd.
Tiger head coach Aaron McClung. Again, the Tigers at the Stadium of Champions in Hopkinsville to take on Christian County. Stay tuned. The Tiger pregame show is coming up next on 1580 103.3 WPKY.
At Trilogy Performance Sports, they believe in only the highest standards of physical fitness training. Their staff members are actively enriching the lives of their members and creating a community of like-minded people. And getting you in shape is their number one goal. They have everything you need: knowledge, experience, and equipment. They find out what's important to you and design a customized plan that fits your needs. Learn more at trilogyperformancesports.com.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they are ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dine-in or the drive-thru is always open, and they offer curbside pickup service. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. Stop in soon and enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's. Proud to be a part of this community. McDonald's of Princeton, proud supporters of the Caldwell County Tigers.
When we say
Classic hits.
we mean
Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it.
bad to the bone.
Bad. Band on the run. Band on the run.
Listen to WPKY worldwide at
WPKYonline.com. WPKY.
First Southern National Bank wants to wish the Tigers all the best of luck.
Time to head live to the stadium for a preview of tonight's action with the WPKY Sports Crew. The Caldwell County Tiger pregame show is on the air.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a soggy Stadium of Champions in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. Tonight, the 1-4 Caldwell County Tigers out of Class 2A take on the Christian County Colonels at 0-4. Christian County out of Class 6A. We'll start breaking this one down on the Travis Construction and Concrete pregame show next on your home for Caldwell County Tigers football, 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and online at WPKYonline.com.
Get the job done and then some with Farm All Utility C-Series tractors from Case IH at H&R AgriPower in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. These heavy, durable tractors have their weight distributed in 6 different locations, eliminating the need for inefficient wheel weights. The emission system does not require DPF or a diesel particulate filter, reducing time loss and fuel waste on regeneration. Plus, a comfortable cab makes a long day's work a lot more productive. To learn more about Case IH Farm All Utility C-Series tractors, visit H&R AgriPower in Hopkinsville, Kentucky today.
We all have our vision of what our dream home looks like.
At Altman Coatings, it's our specialty to share that vision with our customers.
Part of our responsibility is to make sure that dream can become a reality.
That's why at Altman Coatings, your dream home is just a phone call away.
Call 889-8500 for your free estimate.
That's 889-8500 for your free estimate.
Learn more at Altman Coatings on Facebook and TikTok.
Have you seen it? At WPKY, you asked and we listened. Our website now has upgraded features, making it easy to find what you need when you need it. Your local news edge with names you know.
I'm Tammy Hetcock. I'm Edward Marlowe reporting for your News Edge.
And voices you trust.
With your WPKY News Edge, I'm Al White.
Covering the people, schools, businesses, and communities that matter to you.
For your WPKY News Edge, this is George Kilgore.
Late-breaking weather, local forecasts, and photos.
I'm Joshua Clausen with your Ag Edge weather.
Community info and calendar, church events, and local organizations that you belong to, love, and follow.
I'm Noah Booth for something you should know.
Your athletes, your teams, all covered by names you trust.
Eddie Owen here.
Scott Brown. And faces you know.
This is Todd Griffin of WPKY Radio and YourSportsEdge.com.
The info you need, the people you love. No fees, no hoops to jump through. All in one place. WPKYonline.com.
Raider Auction Company is excited to cheer on all the Tiger athletes this season. Go Tigers from Raider Auction Company.
Freeze frame.
Back to the Stadium of Champions as we get set for Caldwell County football. The Tigers and the Colonels tonight. Just about 36 minutes before we kick this one off here from Hopkinsville. Dennis Stevens, Ken Parker with you in the somewhat dry booth tonight. Camden McGregor in the truck. Todd Griffin will be down on the field for some reports. We'll talk to Todd a little bit later, and Tyler Bashir will be on stats tonight. I think Tyler's going to be in the press box, so we may have those at halftime here tonight in this game between Caldwell County at 1-4, Christian County at 0-4. Ken, just a few years ago, this was a clash of titans. And now with the, of course, the graduations and moving on of certain players, this one is each team thinking, hey, this is a chance for one of the few wins on our schedule.
Yeah, both teams look at this as a win or a potential win for them. So, and you're absolutely right. You know, back a few years ago, this was a must-see game. I mean, both teams were good. Both teams were really accomplished. And this year, a little bit down on both sides. I wouldn't say down on us. We're a little up this year compared to last year. But Christian County's down compared to years past, obviously.
This is going to be played in the remnants of a hurricane as it has rained steadily in our area since last night. I think we had, when I checked this afternoon, getting some stats ready for the football game, about 1 inch and 7/10 or a little bit more having fallen in Princeton at that time. Rain still coming down at a steady pace here. Wind may be almost as much of an issue because the wind blowing, 15, 20 miles an hour, I would have to guess, from left to right from the press box here at the Stadium of Champions. So a blowing wind in that direction, but you don't really look for either team to throw just a whole lot tonight.
Well, you know, one time I remember when the field froze over at Three River Stadium, Pete Rozelle told Al Davis it was the same for both teams. Now Davis said it's not because we have Cliff Branch and the Steelers don't. And so it's similar to that because we like to throw the football. Now Christian County is a predominantly run-heavy football team, and I think it affects us a little more than them. We have not run the ball very well in the last 4 weeks, and part of that is indicative of the size difference on the line and just the amount of young men you have on a roster. But absolutely, I think this weather will play into it. I think you have to really be a little bit, have some strategy when it comes to deciding which side of the field you want to defend as the night goes on. The wind might die down, but right now, I mean, if you have the wind at your back, you know, Sutton Ritchie could be a weapon, particularly if the wind's at his back.
This is the Travis Construction and Concrete pregame show as we get set for the Tigers and the Colonels. Travis Construction and Concrete for all of your construction and concrete needs, as well as driveways, porches, foundations, basement walls, decorative concrete, remodels, and much more. Good luck, Tigers, and here's to building a successful year from Travis Construction and Concrete. Windy, rainy night. The field from this point looks like it's a decent field. We've been watching warm-ups for some time. The Tigers went through some passing drills. Looked like they were catching the ball pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, the wind affects passing a lot more than rain does, but, it's going to be a wet football. We have to protect the football particularly. I think the team that wins the turnover battle is going to win this football game because when you have a wet, sloppy field and wet, sloppy football, it leads to a lot of turnovers. I would expect to see 6 or 7 turnovers tonight most likely, and the team that comes out ahead of those, you get a deep turnover in their own field position territory, and then you get a short field to work with. So hopefully, we can cut out some of those self-inflicted wounds we've had the last few weeks and hold on to the football, secure the football, and come out of here with a win tonight.
Yeah, this is another on the schedule. After this, it drops off. We finally go down and play a 2A school, which happens to be Mayfield, but still a 2A school. But this is more or less the end of playing the much bigger schools. We do play Trigg at the end of the year, who is a 3A school. But the Caldwell County Tigers have been in most of the games, won the Hopkins Central game, been in the games well into the first half, towards the end of the first half, and had a chance to take the lead on a couple of those going into the locker room. But they have held a lead in all the games except last week's game with McCracken County. This is a team that's improved offensively this year.
Absolutely, Dennis. I mean, I know it sounds crazy to say this, but if you look at the rankings, in the RPI rankings, we're probably the best 1-4 team in 2A. And I know it's silly to say that, you're 1-4, but again, it's just beating a dead horse here. It's a product of who we've played is why we're 1-4. If you take this team and you put them on next year's schedule, I can count 7 or 8 wins almost assuredly with this team we have right now. So, again, I think our biggest problem right now is running the football, and it's just a product of the lines that we've been seeing. When you can have a fresh D-line and you have an O-line when a lot of your kids are going both ways, it's hard to sustain that for a full game. We've been in every game this year. We've actually led in every game this year. But the only game we put together 4 quarters was Hopkins Central, and you saw what happened. And, not unconsequently, that's also the same similar size school, similar talent level to what we have. And so That's the only game we put together 4 quarters. We have to just put together 4 quarters of football tonight. If we want to win this game, we have to have 4 quarters of football.
And speaking of that running game, let's go ahead and do the injury report before we end our first segment of the Travis Construction and Concrete pregame show. The injury report brought to you by Caldwell Medical Center. Caldwell Medical Associates Orthopedic Clinic is your one-stop shop for orthopedic care to get you back out on the field. Our skilled team of providers have the experience and knowledge to treat and diagnose a wide range of orthopedic services. And Ken, I'll let you do the injury report tonight because it does affect that running game.
Absolutely. Cam Wilson is still out with a strained knee ligament. Should be back either next week or for the Murray game, and he should be back about full speed by that time. So hopefully we can get him back here in the near future. We've got a few, strains and sprains and a few broken fingers that we're going to have to play through, but otherwise everybody's been pretty healthy this year aside from Cam, and he is a big part of it. Cam, as you saw in that first game, he was a huge part of our run and attack in that game, and big, strong kid. He's 200 pounds. I weighed him in the office the other day, and he's 200 pounds. He's a big boy. So he's somebody that we really will rely on moving forward as we get into the district play and hopefully into the playoffs as well.
Just about 30 minutes before we kick this one off between the Tigers and the Colonels. Stay tuned. We'll be right back for more of the Travis Construction and Concrete pregame show right after this.
Are you ever stuck at home trying to perfect the do-it-yourself project?
Put your trust in Altman Coatings and turn that do-it-yourself project into a stress-free home makeover.
So whether you're looking for fine detail or simply a splash of new colors, Altman Coatings is the team you'll want on the job.
Call 889-8500 for a free estimate.
That's 889-8500 for your free estimate.
Learn more about Altman Coatings on Facebook and TikTok.
Hello, I'm Jason Jenkins, commercial banker with Planters Bank. We depend upon agriculture as a mainstay in our operation. I live agriculture every day, which helps me stay in tune with the issues facing our industry and local community. At Planters Bank, we strive to bring value to our customer relationships. We understand the uniqueness of each farming operation and the challenges you face. Agriculture has evolved into a complex business model that carries huge capital requirements. We have the financial tools and people to help you grow and manage your own operation. Planters Bank, expect great things. Member FDIC.
Is there anything we can do for you? Johnson's Furniture and Appliances in Marion, Kentucky wants to help. At Johnson's, we get excited when you walk in the door or call for assistance. We look forward to solving your problems and lending a hand. We carry most major appliances, including GE washers, GE dryers, and GE refrigerators. We also carry parts and offer service. Johnson's in Marion, Kentucky wants to be your appliance store and service center. Let Johnson's Furniture and Appliances in Marion lend a hand. Stop in or shop online.
Stay safe on the road while keeping your vehicle in top shape while enjoying a smoother, quieter ride. Ensure fuel efficiency by trusting the tire experts at Trice Hughes. Stocking leading brands like Michelin, Goodyear, Firestone, and Bridgestone ensures quality and longevity. Plus, enjoy no-cost tire rotations with every service appointment for the life of your tires. Discover the Trice Hughes difference in Princeton or find them at tricehughesgm.com. At Trice Hughes, they're more than just tires.
Hey, sports fans, you wouldn't want your favorite sports team to play only offense or defense. When it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? At Goodwin Insurance, they take care of all your insurance needs. You deserve someone that provides comprehensive coverage and is working alongside you in your community. Contact them today for a quote.
Goodwin Insurance of Princeton, Cadiz, or Marion, or online at insurewithgoodwin.com.
Hey, it's Jess. Join me weekday mornings from 6 to 9. We'll get you ready to start your day with sticky notes and local, regional, and national news updates at 6:30 and 7:30. Complete weatherage forecast, jump in a Wayback Machine, birthdays and anniversaries at 7:30. Catch up with Community Calendar and cover local issues, events, and even share the love with Coffee Talk at 8 a.m. Everything you need to know and a whole lot of fun. Start your day with us at 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Princeton Electric Plant Board wishes all the Tigers best of luck this year.
Welcome back to the Stadium of Champions. 27 minutes just under before we get underway with the Colonels and the Tigers in a matchup of 6A against 2A. Dennis Stevens, Ken Parker here with you on the Travis Construction and Concrete pregame show. Travis Construction and Concrete. For all of your construction and concrete needs, call Travis Construction and Concrete. Rainy night at Hopkinsville. remnants of Hurricane Helene still with us and supposed to remain with us over the weekend, makes this kind of a sloppy game. A pretty good wind coming up this afternoon or early evening and blowing from left to right here on your radio dial at the Stadium of Champions. Ken, that puts a little strategy in the coin toss even tonight.
Absolutely, that we talked about before. I mean, just deciding if you win the toss, which side do you want to defend, which side do you want. I mean, typically you would want the win at your back in the fourth quarter, I think. And I think that's sort of where we probably will play that. But that's usually what most coaches decide. I mean, when you have to decide a game in the fourth quarter, it's always better to have the win at your back. So we'll see what happens tonight. Hopefully we'll win the coin toss and be able to make that decision.
Both teams on the field getting set for tonight's game, warming up. Caldwell County in the white jerseys on the road with the gold helmets, blue pants. Christian County all blue with the white helmets. Another thing that we talked about a little earlier, let's go a little bit more in depth on a kid named Sutton Ritchie. It's a game like this where if you're looking at it from the start here with the weather conditions, the wind, you think to yourself points are going to be at a premium. This kid was out in warm-ups kicking 47-yard field goals, albeit with the wind. That shows how strong that wind is helping him just a little bit. But I think he still has in his leg 40 yards the other way maybe against that wind. And 3 points on the board is a lot better in a game like this with these conditions than coming away with an empty possession.
Well, Sutton has kicked well this year, particularly in kickoffs. Haven't seen a lot of field goal attempts this year, but this may be a game where we decide to do that a little more. Obviously, with the wind in his back, he's pretty dangerous, even in these conditions. And like I said, points could be a premium tonight, particularly with the field conditions and the quality of team that we're playing. So we may need every point we can get, and Sutton certainly is a weapon there. I think that is one area where we are certainly better than Christian County is in the kicking game.
Better than most teams,
Absolutely.
I would say, with the performance of Ritchie. Perfect on extra point attempts, I think, through so far this season. But the one stat that gets me is how many touchbacks this kid has on kickoffs. He's almost automatic. Unless you're wanting to do a pooch kick or try something on sides, this kid can put it into the end zone.
Absolutely, and also against a team like Christian County, that's vitally important because they have such good athletes.
Right.
You get an athlete in space, it doesn't matter how good your team sometimes is. You get an athlete in space, and they can make things happen, get a 30, 40, 50-yard return or even take one to the house. So it's important to pin those guys back and on the special teams on the kickoffs tonight.
24 minutes before we kick this one away. In just a minute, we're going to go down and join Todd. So that's coming up soon here on the Travis Construction and Concrete pregame show. Again, let's talk just a little bit before we go down to Todd about that Caldwell County offense. They can throw the football. They have the weapons to throw the football. Tonight, the conditions may be not great to throw a football, but I think, like you said, that's one of our strengths. Talk a little bit about Lander hitting Parker, hitting Gus Fox. Those are a couple of high-quality targets. Then you throw in Maddox, who, if he gets the football and gets a one step on somebody, he could be gone to the house.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said there. I mean, Dalen's done a nice job. Dalen's young, and he's learning. And he's learning on the fly here, and he's done a really nice job so far this season. He's made nice, smart throws, and he's got a few weapons to throw to. Gus comes into the game with 393 yards receiving, averaged almost 78 yards a game on 29 catches. Gus is a big target, has good hands. He's deceptively fast, and when he catches the ball, he gets his pads up the field and runs hard. Luke Parker, Luke has moved to receiver this year, and he's transitioned very well from the quarterback position. He's 23 catches, 285 yards this year. So he's had a nice season, and I think his best games are ahead of him still. He really hasn't had a breakout game so far this year. And so I think he's got some good games ahead of him. Luke Maddox, 17 catches for 173 yards. He's another good quality target, good hands, excellent speed, and he has the potential to break one any moment. So he's a very exciting player to watch. And then, of course, you got other guys. Cam Spikes has had a few catches, Eli Stevens, and, of course, when Cam Wilson comes back, he's another threat, intermediate threat to catch a football. He had some great catches last year. I remember at Crittenden County he had a couple of good catches. And so, Dalen's got some weapons on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, so much more so than we had last year.
Well, I think so, and the kids' improved arm strength is much better than it was last season. So looking forward to see if Caldwell does actually go to the air tonight 21 and a half minutes before we kick it off here at the Stadium of Champions on the Travis Construction and Concrete pregame show. Time now for our first Go Green Field Report. Let's bring in to the Travis Construction and Concrete pregame show, Todd Griffin down on the sideline.
All right, Dennis, down here. I'm actually close to the Caldwell County locker room. There's a bit of opening over here where the referees get ready and where the Caldwell County football Tigers will come out in just a little minute. So able to stay a little dry as I walk out, though, into the elements. I kind of feel like one of those Weather Channel guys, telling you where the storm's coming through and where the water's going to come up. But a little breezy down here. The kids, though, when they came in after warm-up, said that the field was in pretty good shape, but the ball is a little slick tonight. So the managers are going to have to earn their money tonight trying to keep a dry football out there for the Tigers.
The conditions are rough. You can see the rain just actually blowing left to right from the press box, so that is going to be a big issue tonight.
Yeah, I don't think the heavy stuff's coming down for a while.
I didn't know which one of us would use that line first tonight, but I'm glad you got it out of there, so I wouldn't try to stick that one in. That's going to come in play with the golf tournament at Princeton this weekend as well. I think although they did cancel tomorrow's round, they're just going to make it a one-day tournament on Sunday, the last I heard, because this is a lot of rain. The field does look great from up here. Todd reporting that the players say the field conditions are pretty good. That could deteriorate, especially in the middle of that field, if there's not a lot of movement tonight.
Yeah, it will. The middle of that field is going to get chewed up a little bit tonight. But this is a wonderful facility. This facility has excellent drainage. I've been over here when it's rained really hard, and you'd be surprised how good that field will look after the game's over. But I mean, we've had a lot of rain the last 24 hours, so it will get chewed up a bit, and hopefully we can hold on to football tonight.
Todd, some of your thoughts on the Tigers so far this season as they are halfway through the year, starting the second half of the regular season tonight, coming in at 1-4.
Yeah, it's difficult to believe we're halfway through the regular season already, and as you look at the back of the schedule, I think there's some very winnable games on there for the Tigers. Not that there's any easy games at all, but the district games I think should all be competitive, and I think that Trigg County game at the end of the year should be competitive. I really like Caldwell County's chances in this one when we were going to play on a dry field. Now that it's going to be a wet field and probably changes the game plan a little bit, I think this game kind of becomes a toss-up because it's just going to come down to who can hold on to the football. And I heard you guys talking earlier about what do you win the coin toss. I kind of think I would kick off if it was me. The other team's probably going to have trouble moving the football. So, kick it, pin them deep, make them try to punt back there, or maybe get a turnover deep in their own end. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. And mentioned the referees, just 5 referees tonight for this game. I told them that everything needs to be marked inbounds tonight so we can keep the clock moving.
Absolutely. And if Bob Hayes were still here, part of the reason for that would be get to Arby's after this one is over as well. 18 minutes before we kick this one away. Thank you for that report from downstairs. Todd, we'll be back to you more here in the Travis Construction and Concrete pregame show. Ken, a big one here for Caldwell County, but Christian County is not going to come out and fold. They have a tough schedule. They have a tough record coming into tonight at 0-4, but they still have a kid, the wide receiver, that is just a stud player, and Aiden Jesse on the roster here will wear, I think, Todd, if it helps, and we'll pass it on to Tyler, I think he's going to wear number 8 tonight, according to the Hopkinsville radio station. When the team comes out in blue, he's in number 8, so we'll see if it's number 8 or 88 and keep an eye on that. But that kid catches a football, he can take it to the house.
He's a very good athlete, very good wide receiver. I'm not sure if he's related to a kid that played for Hopkinsville a few years ago, Reese Jesse, but he was a very good ball player as well.
Another great one.
And, we had some really good games against those guys. But Aiden Jesse, the kid that we're going to have to watch. One good thing, though, is these elements, again, getting a deep ball is going to be hard to do in this wind, Dennis, especially. I remember a few years ago when we played Murray in that playoff game. That was the team we had beaten by 40 points earlier in the season, and they ended up beating us. That was Elijah's junior year, probably the best team Caldwell had during that run. And it was a night just like this almost. Had horizontal rain and a windy night, and it's hard to get deep. Now, I think we can hurt them on some screen passes and some intermediate balls, but the Jesse kid, he likes to get deep, and he's going to be hard to get him deep tonight. So that's a good thing for us.
But if Christian County does throw, they are a little bit bitten by the interception bug, and Caldwell County has a player high in the state rankings, and that's Luke Parker in interceptions.
Yeah, I'd like to get about 4 more tonight, Dennis.
Right.
I mean, that'd be a great night. I mean, the quarterbacks for Christian County have thrown 12 interceptions against 5 touchdown passes, and so they tend to not take care of the ball that well. And so, heck yeah, we'd like to get a lot of kids with some interceptions tonight. But that would be a huge night for us if we could win the turnover battle.
You look down on the field, and it's surprising that Christian County's roster not a great deal bigger than Caldwell County's. You don't have a lot of kids on this one. We hear from different people, different opinions, but some that are pretty knowledgeable of the situation knows that there's a consolidation due next year. So a lot of kids are saying, who am I going to go against for this position? Who am I going to be against if Hopkinsville comes in? Are they going to get the start here, or am I going to get the start? And the numbers for both schools have kind of dwindled in that process.
That's kind of odd. I mean, I'm just not sure why that is. I mean, in years past, if you combine those two teams, that would be one of the top teams in the state of Kentucky, and especially in basketball and baseball for sure. And in football, I mean, Christian County won a state championship not too many years ago with the quarterback. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but ended up playing basketball at LSU.
I got you. I remember. Todd, do you want to come in on that one? If you know it, feel free to.
But yeah, they came up with a state championship a few years ago, so they're not far removed from state championships here. But a lot of kids just aren't coming out. Their numbers are down, and I'm not sure if that's just a consequence of the schools consolidating. You would like to see kids compete for a job. Go out there and get it.
Right.
Don't just not play because you think you won't play. Go out there and be part of something and compete your butt off for a job,
I think it's a given that most locals here in the area expect Hopkinsville, Christian County to combine and produce a whale of a basketball team, extremely good in baseball, track and field, but the question is still in the air how this football team is going to mesh.
I think it'll be fine. I mean, this town has so many athletes. It just ebbs and flows. They're in a little bit of a lull right now, but give it a couple years, and the way schools are now, Dennis, I mean, I'm sure they might get some kids to, quote, move in and have a job at Dana down here, and somehow get this magical job show up, and suddenly you got 18 new kids that move in, and now you're competing for a state title in 6A. So the way it is now, you just never know. It's almost like the transfer portal in college right now in high school.
This is the Travis Construction and Concrete pregame show. Travis Construction and Concrete for all of your construction and concrete needs, including driveways, porches, foundations, basement walls, decorative concrete, remodels, and much more. Here's to building a successful year from Travis Construction and Concrete. 13 and a half before we kick this one away. We'll be right back with tonight's national anthem, pregame prayer, and the kickoff. All of that still to come here from the Stadium of Champions on WPKY.
Learn about your heart health with a simple scan. The Cardiology Clinic at Caldwell Medical Center features a highly trained team of heart health specialists and years of experience in cardiac health and wellness. Our specialists provide a wide range of cardiac-specific services, offering coronary artery calcium testing, stress test, echocardiograms, sleep studies, and more, all right here close to home. To schedule an appointment, visit caldwellmedical.com.
You only turn 130 once, and Fredonia Valley Bank is pulling out all the stops. This remarkable journey is a testament to the community and the cherished customers, so they are shouting out a huge thank you. And what better way to show gratitude than with monthly giveaways? Stay in the loop for your chance to grab some amazing prizes. Stay tuned with us. Follow Fredonia Valley Bank on Facebook and Instagram, or pop into either location for a visit. Here's to winning and celebrating together.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's fall, y'all. I'm Stephanie, manager of Purcell Tire. We offer a wide variety of options to keep your vehicle running smooth so you can enjoy this beautiful fall weather. We are now offering our fall car care package that includes oil and filter change, tire rotation and tread depth check, brakes, battery, belts, and hoses inspected. Call us today at 270-365-7291. Come see us at 309 U.S. Highway 62 West in Princeton, or visit us online at purcelltire.com.
Are you overwhelmed when it comes to marketing your business? This is Cindy Allen Lax with the Edge Media Group. And when I started my career 30 years ago, we sold radio, but we are so much more today. We have multiple radio stations and websites. Digital advertising, well, it's a must for a business, but which direction to go in can be a real challenge. We can help you with that challenge. Let us put our team of experts to work for you. Contact us today at theedgemediagroup.net.
Fortner Gas wants to wish the Tigers best of luck this year.
Welcome back to the Stadium of Champions for the final segment of the Travis Construction and Concrete pregame show. Dennis Stevens, Ken Parker in the booth, Todd Griffin down on the sidelines, and we'll talk to Todd in just a little bit. Ken, before we get to the national anthem, you look across the way, our stands are still empty. I'm sure parents are waiting for the game to get closer to kickoff time. Christian County, much the same way. We have heard Christian County's fan base down quite a bit this year, not a lot coming through the gate, but bad conditions here with the rain coming down. You wouldn't call it in sheets. It's not doesn't seem like a heavy rain, but it is blowing and the wind somewhat high. So we'll see how the stands pick up. We may have an extra large audience here on the Travis Construction and Concrete pregame show.
Yeah, Dennis, there are plenty of seats available here at the Stadium of Champions, that's for certain. You know, you spoke to the fact that Christian County's fan support and attendance has been down. I remember when Steve Lovelace came on the radio show with I believe it was when they were having Pat Gates and DT were having their radio show. Steve came on and said he loves coming to Caldwell County because his kids get to see what fan support looks like. And that was a great thing for us, but also a sad thing for them. You know, a town this size with a school that's usually pretty competitive and a stadium this nice, you know, you would like to get this thing filled up every Friday night if you could. So hopefully when there's some consolidation going on and this team gets on its feet again and they get competitive, because having good teams in the area is fun. I mean, I've been down here watch state semifinal games before when Clayton, those guys were playing in the late 90s, and, you know, those were Curtis Pulley years, and those were just Artus Penner. I mean, you know, those were must-see games, and, you know, that was just an event. And so hopefully they can get back to that point, and I think, you know, if that does happen, they can get this community to rally around these guys again.
9 minutes or so before we kick this one off. Time now for tonight's national anthem. Our national anthem is brought to you by Morris Construction, the area's trusted name in home improvement and construction for over 20 years. Whether you're building a new home or upgrading your roof, they have the expertise to handle your project with care and professionalism. Morris Construction, they don't just get the job done, they nail it. We'll pause now for tonight's national anthem. Be right back for some closing comments in the pregame show before we get set for the Colonels and the Tigers.
Financial planning should be specific to you and your life circumstances. That is why we created Invest FB Wealth Management, a division of Farmers Bank. Hi, I'm Jeff McDaniels, Invest FB's lead financial advisor. Whether you're saving for retirement, starting a business, or planning your family's future, our individual and comprehensive approach can help you achieve your financial goals. Visit us today at our Princeton or Eddyville offices to start a conversation about your individual financial needs.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they are ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
dine-in or the drive-thru is always open, and they offer curbside pickup service. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. Stop in soon and enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's. Proud to be a part of this community. McDonald's of Princeton, proud supporters of the Caldwell County Tigers.
Back to the Stadium of Champions as we are nearing kickoff for the Tigers and the Colonels. Dennis Stevens, Ken Parker in the booth. Todd Griffin will be down on the field. Tyler Bashir here with stats. I think he's going to be in the booth next to us tonight, so we'll have stats up here. The plan at halftime. Camden McGregor in the truck for us, doing a great job in his rookie season. Ken, talk a little bit about our guy Cam's performance so far this year.
Well, he should get a medal for wagging all that equipment up these steps, because it's kind of like it's quite a height to get up here to this press box, I'll tell you.
67 good long steps to get to the press box at the Stadium of Champions here tonight on a very rainy night. Remnants of the hurricane coming through. A lot of teams decided to play last night. It was in discussion to play this one last night for a while. Eventually decided on doing it tonight, but I think Hopkins Central had a big win over Webster County. Todd County and Russellville played as well last night. Some of the games postponed till tomorrow night, and even up in the Louisville area, Lexington, Louisville area, some games on the tap for Sunday night as well.
Well, I tell you, it would have been nice to play this game last night. Just having a dry field, and as we talk, this wind is picking up even more than it was when we started.
Ken,
I don't know why we can't see things ahead. I mean, we saw this coming early in the week, and I don't think it was on our end, though. I think it was on the other end that we couldn't play last night, which is quite unfortunate. We don't have domes, we don't have AstroTurf fields, and unfortunately in high school football you have to be flexible a little bit. But hey, some of the most memorable games, Dennis, are games in bad weather. You know, that's the games I remember.
And these kids, I don't think they minded as much as parents setting out or having to set out in this and get soaking wet. These kids are ready to play some football tonight, so I think that's the approach Coach McClung is going to get his kids' mindset.
Yeah, when you're playing in the mud and snow and you're messing around, it's great.
Let's go down, and looks like somebody going out with the officials for the coin toss. Hope it's Todd Griffin, because we're going to send it to you, Todd.
I don't think Todd's with them, Dennis.
And maybe it is not. So we're not hearing anything from the box, Todd, so we'll just watch for the signal from the officials. I'm hearing
All right, can you get me now?
There you go, Todd.
Yeah, we got you.
He calls heads. It is tails. You have won the toss. Y'all want the ball?
You want the ball.
Kick from the scoreboard? Yes. All right. White over here.
All right, guys, Christian County won the coin toss. They deferred, so Caldwell County is going to take the football. Larry Thompson, white hat here tonight. Like I said, we got a 5-man crew. And Caldwell County and Christian County get ready to go at it, and maybe a little challenge at times tonight to get the signal from the sideline with everything going on, but we're going to try to have some sideline reports for everybody, and I've got my camera. We're going to take some pictures and do our best to treat this like it was a nice, clear night, guys.
Looks like an official WPKY rain suit, Todd. Looking good down on the field.
It's dry so far. My feet are in good shape.
Caldwell County players out on the field. Ken Parker, Dennis Stevens here with you in the booth. Caldwell County going over for their prayer. We're going to take a 30-second break. When we come back, we'll have our pregame prayer for tonight's game, as well as the opening kickoff next on WPKY.
You only turn 130 once, and Fredonia Valley Bank is pulling out all the stops. This remarkable journey is a testament to the community and the cherished customers, so they are shouting out a huge thank you. And what better way to show gratitude than with monthly giveaways? Stay in the loop for your chance to grab some amazing prizes. Stay tuned with us. Follow Fredonia Valley Bank on Facebook and Instagram, or pop into either location for a visit. Here's to winning and celebrating together.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Penny Royal Hospice wants to wish the Tigers all the best of luck this year.
It's a Friday tradition. The smell of popcorn is in the air. The WPKY sports crew is ready. Get on your feet, Tiger fans. It's kickoff time. Caldwell County Tiger football is on the air. Don't miss a moment of tonight's action. Listen live on the free WPKY app, worldwide at WPKYonline.com, and on the air at 1580 103.3 WPKY.
We are at the Stadium of Champions, knocking on the door of kickoff between the Colonels of Christian County and the Tigers of Caldwell County. Time now for tonight's pregame prayer. Holy God, thank you for another Friday night. We ask that you protect each student that steps on the field tonight, and we also ask that you bless the efforts of each student in ways they never thought possible. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen.
Kickoff tonight is going to be brought to you, and no lights in the booth, so I am having a time seeing his kickoff, of course, brought to you by Farless Realty. I think I've got it, Cam. We don't have to on that. It makes the camera look better, I think. The kickoff brought to you by Farless Realty. Are you ready to buy or sell a home? Don't waste precious time. Call Farless Realty today and let a realtor do it for you. Call 270-365-5058 or stop by 323 South Jefferson Street in Princeton, or check them out online at Facebook and at farlessrealty.com. Caldwell County will receive first. Christian County won the toss deferred. Christian County will kick it away here with the wind in the first quarter. And the wind, like he says, picked up considerably since we got here about an hour and a half ago.
So, Dennis, we're set up for an onside kick defense here. We got all of our guys up. We got our hands team in there. So, obviously, Coach McClung has seen something on film. And they're going to have someone hold the football here because the wind's blowing it off the tee almost.
Getting ready for first quarter. First quarter brought to you by Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, located out near the old bowling alley. Right now it's a school property for a training center. They are celebrating their 6th anniversary under the ownership of Pam and Hab Haberlock. So check out Cozy Living Interiors, everything a home should be, and our condolences to the Haberlock family on the passing of Mark this week. Short kickoff is going to be fielded, dropped by Rollins, picked up at the 21, but I think they're going to call him down where his knee hit as he tried to pick up that football on the kickoff, Ken, and that may be just one example early on of how this weather conditions is going to affect this game tonight.
Yep, first time we touch a ball and the ball's on the turf, so it's a slippery ball out there, man, so we just got to secure the football. And I mean, preach that every time you talk to the team. Secure the football, guys.
Hey, guys, I think he actually called for a fair catch. Is why they stopped play.
All right, Caldwell County will take over whatever it was on the 21-yard line, facing a very stiff blowing rain in their face. Handoff is to the deep back. Flag on the first play of the game. Caldwell County pushes that pile, though, across the 25 out to the 28-yard line.
I mean, I don't understand it, Dennis. The first play of the game, I mean, we get an 8-yard gain, and here we go, going backwards. I just don't understand it.
And it is against Caldwell County. I hope that's not indicative of the way things are going to go tonight. We would like to see a very fast football game. Well, that one against Caldwell County is going to back them up 10 yards.
And we are just not a team that does well in long yardage situations. We haven't done well all year. And, 2nd and 2, and now it's 1st and 20. It's just frustrating. Whether it was a hold or not, I mean, my goodness, guys.
Cam Spikes is going to be the deep back. Lander under center, rolls out, swings the pass complete at the 19, and pushed out of bounds at the 27-yard line. That's going to be Gus Fox on the reception.
Yeah, Dennis, we squeezed that line of scrimmage a little bit, gave Dalen a little room to roll out, and Gus ran a good route. Dalen with a nice ball against the wind and found Gus.
I love this adjustment that the coaching staff made early on this season to roll Lander out some, give him some time instead of putting so much pressure on that offensive line to hold him back in the pocket.
Well, the other thing you do, rolling him left is he's a left-handed quarterback, so it's always nice to roll him to his dominant side.
Parker is going to come out wide for Caldwell County in a very tight package. It is going to be Luke Maddox standing in the backfield. I'm not sure why they're holding up play, but the officials now start the clock. Just underway here from the Stadium of Champions. Caldwell County with the football. Handoff is to Maddox. Maddox lowers that head, continues to push the legs all the way out to the 30. And it's going to be 3rd and short coming up for the Tigers. Caldwell County really doing a good job with those backs. That's twice so far in this first possession, making that pile move an extra 3 or 4 yards after they got hit.
We're going to need it here, Dennis. Wouldn't mind maybe see Jack Roach in the game here on short yardage. I can't tell if he's in or not.
I think Roach is. You see a number 9 on this side of the huddle as Lander comes in with the play from the sideline. Tigers will bring Parker out wide again. Roach in the backfield to block. Lander under center. Caldwell needs a couple. Handoff is to Maddox, and Maddox is going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage and brought down for a 1-yard loss back to the 29-yard line.
Look, could have called a horse collar there, Dennis. He grabbed him by the back of the shoulder pad and pulled him down, and no penalty there. So we'll see what happens here. What I like to, I bet you he's going to try to do a hard count here and draw these guys off sides, catch them being a little overly aggressive.
All right on the 29, but there is a pretty stout wind. Todd, if you give an estimate down on the field of that wind speed, we'll talk to you a little bit after this play as Lander brings the Tigers to the line, back under center. Handoff to the up back, and that's Roach. Roach plowing, and it looks like he got enough for the first out to the 33-yard line.
Let's move the chains, baby. Let's keep this thing going here.
You give it to Mongo on that one, wanting 3. He'll pick you up 4. Let's go down for a Go Green Field report with Todd.
Yeah, that was a big first down to pick up there for the Tigers, going forward on 4th down deep early. And Ken mentioned the penalty really kind of backed them up there. So whoever's going to win this football game is going to have to cut out the penalties and hang on to the football.
First down brought to you by New Tech Seed. Nicky Dunbar is a district sales manager, and he partners with the like of Jake Jones at Farmersville Seed and Anchorage Farm Supply for all of your needs. Call Nicky Dunbar at New Tech Seeds. Timeout on the field. Caldwell County takes a timeout. Camden will just keep it right here for the timeout. 9:27 left to play in the first quarter. No score. Caldwell County with the first possession by either team tonight with a 1st and 10 on their own 32-yard line. Timeouts brought to you this season by U-Ride, a quality pre-owned vehicle you can trust from people you can trust. Contact Lee Hughes or Tommy Harrison for an appointment. And also, if you have a car for sale, U-Ride would like to buy used, good condition local cars. So give Tommy and Lee a call and go by. They'll give you an estimate on your car, and they can buy it on the spot at U-Ride of Princeton. Ken Good, early drive by Caldwell County.
Hey, it's big getting out of that
penalty.
Getting out of that 1st and 20 hole we were in, Dennis.
Right.
That's a big great job by the Tigers just to get us some breathing room. A lot of this game's going to be some field position here, and obviously we need to try to flip this field on these guys in this first possession.
Well, out of the timeout, Caldwell County picks up a yard as they replace the ball at the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Pitch out, goes to Spikes. Spikes goes to the right side, gets a hold, gets to the sideline. Hit, but brought down out of bounds after another New Tech Seed. First down for the Tigers.
Yeah, great job by Caldwell County there. Eli Stevens on that edge blocking. They sealed that edge, and Cam just took it right down the side of the field there on our sideline and got enough for the first down. Well, almost. He was out of bounds, I guess. I thought he was plenty of ways past the marker.
I did too, Ken. They're going to say he was stopped about a yard short. 2nd down and a long one coming up for Caldwell County. These are the downs you like to have for the majority of the night tonight.
Yeah, 2nd and 3rd and manageable are always better than 2nd and 3rd and long for sure.
Luke Parker out wide. Handoff to the deep back is Spikes. Spikes makes the cut. Gets across the 45, brought down at the 46-yard line. Good and hard-nosed running by Cam Spikes for Caldwell County as Caldwell County is moving this football well with 9 minutes exactly to play in the first quarter.
So far, Dennis, this is the best we've moved the football on the ground since we played Hopkins Central. We are able to sustain some blocks here. Their interior linemen are not the size and the quality of player that we've seen earlier this year. So hopefully we can continue this and get us a sustained drive here.
Yeah, number 77 looks like he's got some pretty good size to him, but other than that, it looks like Caldwell County matches up well. Tigers break the huddle, run to the line of scrimmage. Fox in motion. Lander on a called rollout. Flag comes down on the play. Lander will pick up 2 on the play, but a flag on the far side.
I just don't understand what they see there.
We'll see what the call is on this one. While we wait on the judge's decision on that one, let's go down for a Go Green report with Todd.
Yeah, looks like an illegal formation on the Tigers. I guess when they ran up to the line of scrimmage, they didn't get set, or everybody wasn't in the right place, so that's going to back the Tigers up again. And again, penalties and turnovers, a big thing tonight. Hey, guys, I think the rain's actually picked up just a little bit down here. The wind's picked up. Feels like the rain's blowing sideways from the scoreboard end of the field down to the other end of the field right now.
Yeah, and the temperature is noticeably cooler than when we arrived, about 5 o'clock here, a little after 5 tonight, Camden. Caldwell County with one receiver to the far side. This is going to be another handoff, Spikes, but Spikes is hit in the backfield. Keeps the legs churning, tries to pick up something, but I think just back to the line of scrimmage is all they're going to give Cam Spikes on the play. Ball is going to stay at the 41-yard line. 2nd down and 15 coming up for the Tigers. A long drive so far by Caldwell County standards. We did have a 9-minute, 29-second drive earlier in the year, but this one, since the opening of the quarter, now 7:15 left on the clock here in the first quarter. Under center, Lander. Pitch out to Spikes again. Spikes trying to get to the edge. On the right side, does. Rounds the corner, picks up good yardage on 2nd down. Into Christian County territory. Looks like the official is going to spot this one at the 48-yard line.
Almost a carbon copy of the play that got us up there to begin with. Nice seal on the edge, and again, a nice run by Cam there. Big 3rd down here, Dennis. 3rd and 6. We need to convert this or at least get close.
Caldwell County gets set with Parker, the lone wide receiver. Handoff straight up the middle. And it's going to be very close to a 1st down.
Got it. Yeah, we got it. Move the chains. Yeah, Luke did a nice job there. Hit the hole, got his feet shuffling a little bit, and then just took it right where he needed to take it, which was parallel. Most important thing tonight, we're not going east to west, Dennis. We're going north and south.
Exactly the point I was going to make, Ken. He took that ball and had no hesitation, hit the line, and picked up the New Tech seed 1st down. Caldwell County on the move into Christian County territory at the 43-yard line.
Let's don't get cute. Keep doing what we're doing.
Another handoff. They're working Spikes here in the first quarter. Spikes hit right at the line of scrimmage, gets back to about that point. I don't think they're going to give him any more. 2nd and 10 will be coming up for Caldwell County.
Yeah, had a little breakdown there on the right side of the line, Dennis. That guy penetrated, almost took the handoff there, had Cam in the backfield. It was just a wonderful effort just to get positive yardage on that play.
He did pick up a yard on the play, so 2nd and 9 as we go under 6 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Caldwell County, the only team to have the football so far in this one on a pretty impressive first quarter drive. Pitch this time coming to the other side. Maddox drops the football. Flag comes in out of the backfield. That one got loose, and you're going to have that some. Christian County comes up with the football, pending what the penalty is. Ball just slipped out of the hands out of these wet conditions.
Another hold on us. I can't believe it.
And that one is declined by Christian County. So after a drive that lasted all the way down to the 5:40 mark of the first quarter, Caldwell County turns it over, and the Colonels will come out on the field, take possession at their own 49-yard line.
Once again, Dennis, we have to secure the football. Look the football into your hands. Right. You cannot run without the ball here. So it's vital that we secure the ball. But now listen, same thing holds for Christian County here.
Yeah, it's not like they're coming out with a dry football.
Hey, and if I'm Caldwell, man, I'm trying to hit that ball and strip it. I'm trying to do everything I can to get that ball out of their hands.
Oh, you're punching at it like Joe Frazier tonight, trying to knock that thing out.
Like LT, man.
Handoff out of the backfield, number 10 on the carry for Christian County. And that is Tristan Dillard, a sophomore running back. One thing I was looking at getting ready for this game this weekend, Christian County plays a lot of sophomores in the starting lineup.
They're very young, Dennis, and that holds good things for the future for this group, but they're young.
Big gain on 1st down of about 5.
Here
Christian
they come
County
to the right
resets.
side.
Big 77 on the right side of the line. Whistles will blow this one dead before it gets underway. Illegal procedure against Christian County will back them up that original 5 off the 1st down carry by Dillard.
I don't want to ruin it, but it was another flag.
we can't emphasize how much the wind is really picking up rain as well, really coming down now at Stadium of Champions, and should be that way most of the night. At quarterback for Christian County is number 4. Handoff. Caldwell County's line hits that. It's not much of a gain, maybe 3 on the carry. And Ken, we'll look at the
Cam Spikes on the tackle there. Nice job. He filled the gap and stopped the runner in his tracks. That kid's played a great season for Cam Spikes. I mean, hadn't played football for the last 2 years, and he's really developed into a nice ball player, particularly on the defensive side.
The regular quarterback is supposed to be Jaden Williams, who wears number 15. This young man is number 4. So we'll try to get the name on him. Ball comes loose on the carry by Christian County. Colonels retain possession at the 47-yard line of Caldwell County.
Well, I tell you, that was a scary play they ran. They had a jet sweep, but he kind of flipped it up in the air to the guy. That didn't look good from the beginning. They lost a couple on that one. It should be 4th down, right?
And it is 4th down and 7 coming up.
Watch the ball, guys. Don't jump.
Colonels send 2 receivers wide to the left. Caldwell County man-to-man coverage on that far side. Quarterback for Christian County looks to the sideline. Still 13 seconds on the play clock. No score in this one as we are under 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Extra tight end in for Christian County. Whistle blows this one did as well. Another procedure call against the Colonels will back them up 5 more. 4th down and about 11 coming up. We'll see if they change their mind on this one. They do have the wind at their back, Ken, if they decide to punt the ball away.
I'm surprised they're going for it here, Dennis. I mean, you know.
Caldwell County had a good drive, just fumbled the football. I'm surprised as well that they're not going to try to pin Caldwell County and get some field position. And they do. It's a quick kick, and this one's going to be a good one. Hits at the 18-yard line and bounds all the way down to the 5-yard line where it falls dead. Caldwell County will take possession, but have their backs right close to the goal line with 3:17 left to play in the first quarter. Tigers will have a long field now, Ken, to come through, but they did have an impressive drive started with that first possession before the fumble near midfield.
Yeah, let's just, again, let's keep the penalties to a minimum, get a little breathing room here, and see if we can at least try to flip this field on them. I mean, Dennis, honestly, if we can sustain a drive and let them start at the 20, that's a win for this drive here. You
Absolutely.
know, this is going to be a game of field position, and so far Christian County has won that battle.
Lander comes out with Roach in the backfield. Spikes also in the backfield. A spread set. Lander drops the football. It's still bouncing around loose inside the 5, and Christian County saying they have it. We'll see which way the officials point to, and the official does say it's Colonel football as Lander took the snap, but on a very wet night, the ball got away, bounced around quite a bit, probably a second or so on the ground before it was recovered by Christian County at Caldwell County's 4-yard line. So the Colonels not really showing any offense tonight, have the chance to take the early lead in this one, courtesy of the second turnover of the night by Caldwell County.
2 drives, 2 turnovers. Couldn't be a worse start for the Tigers, Dennis. We're just not holding on, securing the football at all. You've got to secure it when you're in that part of the field for sure.
Wind blowing almost in the press box here at times now. Hand off to Dillard. Dillard goes up the middle, maybe a yard. Caldwell County stuffs that one out. Dillard, an impressive running back for Christian County. We'll say that's Jaden Williams at quarterback for Christian County. That's their regular starting quarterback. Timeout on the field with 3:12 to play in the first. No score. Back in 1 minute.
Stay safe on the road while keeping your vehicle in top shape while enjoying a smoother, quieter ride. Ensure fuel efficiency by trusting the tire experts at Trice Hughes. Stocking leading brands like Michelin, Goodyear, Firestone, and Bridgestone ensures quality and longevity. Plus, enjoy no-cost tire rotations with every service appointment for the life of your tires. Discover the Trice Hughes difference in Princeton or find them at tricehughesgm.com. At Trice Hughes, they're more than just tires.
Why support local?
By supporting local business, you're helping our local economy by creating more jobs. The more we support them, the more jobs created, and the better off our local communities will be.
The Edge Media Group urges you to support local every chance you get.
La Potosina Mexican Restaurant would like to wish the Tigers all the best of luck this year.
Back to the Stadium of Champions with Rocky music, and it's going to take a rocky effort for Caldwell County to keep the Colonels out of the end zone. Flag in on the play, run by the quarterback, picks up a yard down to the 2-yard line, but we'll see what the call is in the backfield, and that is holding against Christian County.
I mean, that is a huge penalty at the 5-yard line. I mean, Dennis, that's a huge penalty against County there. Great job by the Tigers, but again, the officials are really calling this thing tight, which I did not expect tonight.
I thought they would let it go just a little bit tonight in the elements like this on some questionable plays, but that one really benefits the Tigers, pushes Christian County back to the, looks like the 14-yard line. 2 receivers set, 2 players in motion. They can bring a lineman over and set up like a run on the right side. Quarterback keeper going to the right side, has some blockers back across the 10, hitting the face and brought down at the 8-yard line.
I mean, it's not like we didn't see that coming. I mean, when those guys motioned over, we know it's coming to this side. 2-down territory here. I don't think they're going to be going for a field goal, Dennis. I mean, they're going to try to put this one in. We need to have a big defensive stand here and then try to get some breathing room.
Leighton Wall, Zy Rollins in on the tackle for Caldwell County. Colonels looking to the sideline for the play. 3rd down coming up for the Colonels. 3rd and goal with the ball at the 8-yard line. Under 10 on the play clock. Christian County finally gets the play in from the sideline. One backfield. Player in motion and some movement on the line. 3rd motion call tonight already against Christian County will back them up 5. So 3rd and goal from the 13-yard line coming up for the Colonels. Let's go down and try another Go Green field report with Todd.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. The penalty is going to be big tonight. We've seen both sides have trouble with it. Caldwell County's having trouble hanging on to the ball. Tonight, probably Caldwell County's last trip over here to the Stadium of Champions, guys, and we'll remember this one. At least I will. Standing out in the rain all night.
3rd down, thank you, Todd. 3rd down and goal. Out of the shotgun, Christian County drops back, goes to the air for the first time tonight. Open player in the end zone, and it's a touchdown, Colonels. Christian County not expected to throw a great deal tonight, but it is a touchdown to number 5, and that's Josh Bridges, a junior wide receiver, 2nd on the team in receptions, 11 for 174. You can tack on another 13 yards to that amount as Christian County gets on the board first tonight with 1:33.
Just a breakdown in coverage, Dennis. That play action froze our DBs, and for whatever reason, we just didn't cover that kid, and it was an easy pitch and catch for him.
2-point conversion attempt coming up by the Colonels. Snap is back. Hand off to Dillard. Dillard is not going to get anywhere close to the goal line. Caldwell County holds there. 1:33 left in the first quarter. Caldwell down 6-0.
Hey, sports fans, you wouldn't want your favorite sports team to play only offense or defense. When it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? At Goodwin Insurance, they take care of all your insurance needs. You deserve someone that provides comprehensive coverage and is working alongside you in your community. Contact them today for a quote.
Goodwin Insurance of Princeton, Cadiz, or Marion, or online at insurewithgoodwin.com.
Got a news tip, community event, info, or picture to share? Text us at 270-963-9038. 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Kay's Kitchen wants to wish the Tigers and Lady Tigers best of luck this year.
Back to the Stadium of Champions. Turnover cost Caldwell County as Christian County able to get in the end zone first tonight. 6-0 Colonels on a 13-yard pass from Walker to Bridges. Caldwell County takes the kickoff at the 20 and maybe 3 on the return. 4. They may be generous and give them to the 25-yard line. Flag on the play.
Yep. I think it may be on Christian County. I can't tell, but unsportsmanlike conduct on Christian County. That's a win for us. We'll take 15 yards.
Anytime. Ken, and the flags may come into play a lot tonight. They have so far early in this one, but Caldwell County comes out on the field. I thought Todd had a good point in the pregame show where the managers are really going to earn their money tonight trying to keep these footballs dry. That's almost an impossible task considering the elements with the wind and the rain, but Caldwell County has had the ball slip out a couple of times, with that last one costing them 6. Lander this time out of the shotgun, hand off to Spike. Spikes lowers his helmet and makes a great run out to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, Dennis, we're moving the ball on them. I mean, just hopefully we can sustain something here.
We'll go under a minute to play before this play is run here in the first quarter. Ken, it looks like from the game we've watched, Caldwell County has dominated, but you look at the scoreboard and they're down a touchdown.
Well, like we talked about, what's going to win it? Turnovers. And we've had 2 in the first 2 possessions that we've had, so that's, you got to sustain something here.
Spread offense, 2 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. He wants to go to Parker. Parker makes a good adjustment, and flags come down. Parker saw that ball, came back to it. Christian County's player did not, and pulled Parker down. Pass interference flags will come out near the 31-yard line of Christian County.
Yeah, took a shot there. Luke made a good adjustment to the football. Almost caught the football, but got pulled back by the defender. Another 15-yard penalty, and nice job by the Tigers. Took a little shot there. Got them, we've been running the ball pretty exclusively here, and want to take a little shot there. It was a good time to do it.
Talk about the great play by Parker on that one. Lander throwing against the wind. Parker realized that ball was going to be about 5 yards short, circled back around his defender.
He had about 2 or 3 yards. He had the guy beat and then had come back to it. Good job, good adjustment.
Maddox takes the handoff on the sweep. Flags down again in the backfield.
They're going to call another hold on us, Dennis. And I watched that line there, and again, I just didn't see that. I'm not seeing the same thing here. I mean, you can call holding on every play, obviously, in football.
Almost are.
And they just about are. I mean, my goodness, guys, we got to get these guys playing here.
That hold will back Caldwell County up 10. 21 seconds on the clock, and it's stopped right now because of the penalty. Ball spotted back at the 50-yard line. Tigers trail this one 6-0 on a 13-yard pass play from Lamarius Hawkins to Bridges. Tigers this time, 2 receivers out to the right. Stevens, the near side receiver. It's going to be Maddox going to the right. Good spin move and a flag in from the sideline.
Another hold.
And this one against Caldwell County as well.
I mean, I just don't understand. I mean, we can't be that egregious out there. I mean,
you would think at this point of the season, no, Ken, this is a game with this many flags. You would think first game of the season, maybe we understand it a little bit, but this is a lot of holding calls against a team 6 games into the season.
Out of respect for Edge Media's headphones, I'm going to refrain from throwing them across this press box right now.
That's going to whistle the end of the first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, it's the Christian County Colonels 6, Caldwell County nothing. Back after this.
At Trilogy Performance Sports, they believe in only the highest standards of physical fitness training. Their staff members are actively enriching the lives of their members and creating a community of like-minded people. And getting you in shape is their #1 goal. They have everything you need: knowledge, experience, and equipment. They find out what's important to you and design a customized plan that fits your needs. Learn more at trilogyperformancesports.com.
Are you hiring? As part of our Support Local campaign, the Edge Media Group is now offering free job listings on our Find a Job page. Visit Find a Job under the Contest Deals Jobs tab at WPKY Online and click on the ad to submit your listings.
Herb Hayes Furniture wants to wish the Tigers best of luck this year.
All right, welcome back to the Wet Stadium of Champions for the second quarter. Brought to you by Cozy Living Furniture, celebrating their 6th anniversary. Come see Pam and Hab. Everything a home should be at Cozy Living.
Great job, Ken. Caldwell County takes it. Lander rolls to his left, looks down the field, still directing traffic. Ball's out of his hands again. We'll see who gets on top of this one. Looks like Caldwell County fortunate to recover that one.
I think he called an incomplete pass. I think he went to pump it and it slipped out of his hand.
That's another break for Caldwell County.
You know, Dalen's been a little careless with the football. And, you know, when he's scrambling, we've talked about that. And tonight, you cannot do that tonight.
You can't carry it like a loaf of bread on a rainy, windy night like this one is.
That ball will squirt out of your hand before you know it, and then it's their ball deep in the territory again. Now, we got the wind behind us here, so we might have a chance to make a little headway. But, again, 2nd and 30.
Right. Caldwell County, as a coach out on the field, looks like another U-Ride timeout by Caldwell County. This one coming just 9 seconds into the second quarter. Colonels lead this one 6-0. Back after this.
Picture this. You're sipping coffee, admiring the home of your dreams with a fresh, vibrant coat of paint.
At Altman Coatings, we bring this vision to life, faster and more efficiently than you ever thought.
If you're ready to take the next step, a free estimate is just a phone call away.
Call 889-8500 for a free estimate.
That's 889-8500 for your free estimate.
Learn more about Altman Coatings on Facebook and TikTok.
What is a tornado watch? How do I prepare for severe weather? What's the best way to get watches and warnings on my phone? Visit the Weather Alert page under the News tab at WPKYOnline.com for answers. Sponsored by Penny Ryle Electric.
Back to the Stadium of Champions. Caldwell County runs a play during that U-Ride timeout, but it's broken up by Christian County. Pass play trying to come to the near side. Wide receiver screen over to Spikes, and that one, Spikes tried to catch the football and take a hit at the exact same second. Ball just unable to get caught. Great coverage by Christian County on reading that play and snuffing it out. Will bring up 3rd down and 30 for the Tigers. Rain still coming down in sheets. Strong wind from left to right on your radio dial. Caldwell County with the wind right now. Looks like the Tigers almost setting up the same play. Instead, Lander's going to keep it. Try to pick up what he can. Gets across midfield. Pushed out of bounds, but still well short of the first down. 4th down coming up for the Tigers. They'll say he stepped out right at midfield. While Caldwell County gets set, let's go down for a Go Green Field report with Todd.
Yeah, guys, I was just sitting here trying to think when's the last time we saw one of these games. And, you know, we've been pretty lucky the last few years to avoid the rain most nights. But I think it was around 2009. We played Muhlenberg South, I think it was, at Tiger Stadium. And that was a night where it rained the entire night. There was nobody in the stands, and just left the field drenched.
Sutton Ritchie with the punt, drives Christian County back. It's going to take a Tiger bounce and just goes into the end zone. Christian County will come out to the 20. I know a few years ago, Todd, we had a game scheduled against Hopkinsville at the Stadium of Champions. That one completely rained out on a Friday night. We had to do that on one of the rare Saturday games that Bob and I did back in the day. But tonight they're taking the field in some rough conditions, and we're starting to see a lot of the effects on that, both in the turnovers and the amount of penalties called in this one, Ken.
Todd, I remember a Reedland game in the late 90s. Played Reedland at Caldwell, and it was a hurricane came through that night. I can't remember exactly what year that was. It was in the late 90s.
Yeah, and there was a Mayfield game somewhere along the way where Brandon Sigler had a big night, and Caldwell beat Mayfield, which I think was ranked #1 in the state, beat them 14-10 because Mayfield turned the ball over twice deep in its own end that night.
Yeah.
Christian County takes over at their own 20 after the touchback off the punt. It is Wilson.
Where's the flag?
Excuse me, a flag in the.
No flag. I said, where is the flag?
Oh, where is the flag? Okay.
They had our right defensive tackle just holding him.
That's Josh Bridges on the good gain on 1st down. Bridges caught the touchdown pass in the first quarter. So 1st down, Christian County. That run good for 11 yards on 1st down. Just underway here in the second quarter, still 11:28 to play in the second. Caldwell County expecting the run by Christian County, especially with the wind in their face. Low snap handled by Christian County, run out of bounds at the 32-yard line, but a flag in the backfield. And these guys won't have to work on their hold signal much after tonight because it is another hold call, this time against the Colonels. That will back Christian County up 10 yards. stopping the clock with only 11:24 still to play in the second quarter.
You know, I was watching the NFL game on Sunday, and I was just watching some of those edge blocks, and I thought, man, if that was a Caldwell County game, all those would be holds. They would all be holds. But not one of them was called.
First down and long coming up for Christian County. It is number 4, Lamarius Hawkins at quarterback. Hawkins set to take the snap, and I think Christian County got a little jump on that one as well, and did. And I think that's their 4th tonight already.
His shoulder may be sore from throwing that flag. I'm glad I'm not on call tonight. He may have to go over to the ER and get looked at with that shoulder.
Or come up to the booth for some cortisone, maybe.
A little cortisone shot in that shoulder. I may see him next week.
Ball at the 16-yard line of
Dennis,
Christian County.
we got 9 in the box here. You know, we know they're trying going to run it, but, you know, who knows with this.
And it is a handoff to Dillard. Dillard brought down at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, our defense has been excellent tonight against the run. We just can't get lazy in the secondary on those islands. There are 2 DBs are over there. You know, Luke Parker and Zy Rollins are over there on that. They got to just stay with their men because they're on an island. There's no safety support deep. So, you know, second and long, again, just be careful here.
Hawkins sends 2 players to the right side. That's usually indicative of the run to that side. This time Hawkins is going to keep it. Tries to bounce it left. Caldwell County had that one stopped. Short pickup on the play. 3rd down and a country mile coming up for Christian County. 10 minutes even left to play in the first half. And Ken, you look at the scoreboard, it's 6-0 Christian County, but Caldwell County has outplayed Christian County in every aspect of the game so far in this early part of the game.
Absolutely. We've moved the ball on this team, and we've had our opportunities, but we just have not won the field position game so far.
Christian County going with a little bit more of a spread this time. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and a flinch. That's another flag coming out as 22.
So, Dennis, you might think about who might be getting the football here. 22 might be getting that football.
22 was looking for a pass.
He was a little ready to get off that line. You know, you get a little jumpy. You know, you don't get your number called a lot. You might get a little jumpy.
And that in coverage was Drew Stevens. Drew ready for him again on this one as Christian County keeps the same formation.
They're running the same play. Drew better be ready here.
Parker's going to back up. Drew does back up with his player. Instead, it's a run and nowhere to go. Fox and Spikes snuffed that one out for a loss.
That was a huge stop there. Now we're starting to win this field position battle here, Dennis. And, hey, guess what? If we can get a touchdown, I believe we got Sutton. I believe we can get an extra point and take a lead here.
Oh, absolutely, because if we score this quarter, the wind at our back on that extra point as well. The ball's going to be spotted at the 13-yard line.
Okay, so Luke Maddox here. Coming out of this thing, Luke Maddox is our returner. Catch the football. That's it. Just catch the football.
Even if he fair catches and goes down to a knee,
he needs to move up.
He's going to be between the 40 and 50.
Just let it go. Get
Kick
away.
Is away, and that one shanked off the side of his foot. Takes a sideways bounce. Caldwell County will have it around the 23-yard line. As that one, just a wet football and a wet cleat, spelled disaster for Christian County.
It sounded like it was hitting a fly swatter there when he kicked it, didn't it? I mean, you could hear it all the way up here in this press box. Yeah, boy, 88, Leighton Wald, if he would have been, he could have just scooped that up and ran it for a touchdown. There was nobody within 25 yards of him, but again, he doesn't handle the ball a lot. We probably wouldn't want that, but, man, that would have been an opportunity there. I was just there thinking, pick it up.
23-yard line for the Tigers.
All right.
8:29 left to play in the first half. Caldwell County has had success moving the football tonight. A couple of turnovers have thwarted 2 drives. Snap back, hand off to Maddox. Maddox with a good cut back up the middle across the 20 and stopped at the 18-yard line. I like Maddox's vision even in traffic. He's not a big player, but he can see where he wants to go extremely well. Saw something where he cut that one back into the middle.
He's shifty.
And picked up about 4 on the play. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Tigers. Caldwell runs the play in from the sideline, trailing this one 6-0, but with great field position in the Christian County red zone. Wind really picking up here at the Stadium of Champions, blowing things here in the press box as well. You can feel the rain coming in. Handoff once again to Maddox. Maddox lowers his head down to the 10-yard line.
And keep pounding that rock, baby. Keep pounding that rock. We're not doing anything different. We got Mongo in there leading him, Spikes and Maddox all day long.
Actually, down to the 9, and you're exactly right. Cover that thing up like it's gold right now.
So just tell them right now, look, no holds and no fumbles. No holds and no fumbles. Smart football by the Tigers here. Got to keep that going.
Lander out of the shotgun. Maddox, 3 carries in a row, wants to jump it to the outside, has some room, gets brought down inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, I thought he was going to score there, Dennis. He kicked it to the outside, and they closed out on him pretty good. But, boy, he had a great opportunity. Just keep moving the football. And, listen, I wouldn't even get fancy here. I wouldn't be doing any fancy sweeps. I'm talking about 2-gap, 4-gap, set. I mean, we're not doing anything crazy here. We're hitting the middle.
Take that football and follow number 9.
And just follow number 9. Put your hand on his backside and let him lead you to the promised land.
Roach lines up on the left side of the line. Spikes, takes it, heads his way, and a good run on second down. Has it right down between the 1 and 2 yard line.
Come on, boys.
3rd down and goal coming up for the Tigers. 6.5 to play in the first half. A game being played in very harsh conditions tonight. Strong wind, blowing rain, wet field conditions, wet football, and we've seen the effects of that the first couple of possessions for Caldwell County.
Oh, right now, this is where your line has to shine, guys. I mean, let's fire off the football and let's get this ball into the end zone here.
Extra tight end for Caldwell County. And the ball dropped in the backfield, and it's going to cost them a little yardage as Christian County makes the hit from the 2 to the 4 yard line. Caldwell County will have to back up for 4th down on this one as that ball got loose on the exchange. Bringing up 4th down and goal from the 4 yard line. Tigers at the sideline getting the play in. Lander brings it to his team in the huddle. This is a big play early, Ken. You don't want to give Christian County, who's already leading, any momentum on a stop here. You want to push this one back into the end zone.
You know, Jack Roach has struggled holding on to the football in that deep part of the field. He's had a hard time getting the handoffs.
Lander rolls, looking for somebody in the end zone. Throw.
He got it.
And it's a touchdown. Caldwell County touchdown. Lander to Fox, I think it was.
Yeah, Gus Fox ran a little out there, and Dalen rolled out and hit him. Great catch considering the conditions by Gus. And, hey, listen, now we really got to get a good hold and a good solid kick here.
Touchdowns are brought to you by Goodwin Insurance. Goodwin Insurance, your locally owned independent insurance agency capable of handling all of your insurance needs.
It looked good to me.
Kick is up, and it's good with 5:14 left to play in the first quarter. Caldwell County with the lead, 7-6. Back after this.
Hi, this is Lauren Brandon, and I'm proud to have served in this community for 45 years. As a bank that's been part of the Princeton community for over 139 years, we've seen many changes. As we celebrate First Southern's first 40 years as an organization, we know any achievements we have had are because of the customers we have worked alongside. We look forward to spending the next 40 years and beyond serving you. For more information, visit fsmb.net, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's the ultimate in high school sports coverage. YourSportsEdge.com brings you award-winning coverage of all the thrilling action right at your fingertips and in the palm of your hand with our really cool app. Heart-stopping touchdowns and buzzer-beating shots, we've got it all. Don't miss a single moment at YourSportsEdge.com and be a part of the winning team.
Give it your all this season, Tigers. Good luck from the Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center.
Kickoff after the touchdown by Sutton Ritchie. Bounces 2 yards deep in the end zone. And Christian County will come out and take over at the 20. What a huge play, Ken. Talk about that, what you saw setting up on that one, thinking Caldwell County had to throw.
Well, they stacked the box on us, and we put Gus wide, and he ran a nice route considering the field conditions, and Dalen just rolled out and hit him. You know, the good thing is Dalen Lander had time to throw the football, and that's been a big part of us. We need to give that young man time, and when he has time, even in conditions like this, he can make it happen.
He does such a great job rolling out, and I love that change that the coaching staff made early in the year to get him more time with the football. Now Christian County playing from behind. Handoff up the middle was Dillard, and Dillard met there by Cam Spikes and introduced himself well. No gain on the play, and more importantly, no flag on the play. 2nd down and 10 coming up for Christian County.
Yeah, I don't want to see a flag either way, Dennis, even if it's against Christian County. I want to see a good, clean last 5 minutes here. We got a golden opportunity to pin these guys deep again and have some good field position because they cannot punt the football in this weather.
Temperature really seeming to drop here over the course of the first quarter and a half of this game. Christian County takes a snap, a rollout to the right, looks down the field. That one tipped, and I thought Fox may have had a chance had he seen the football.
Boy, if it would have been 6 because there was nobody. It was all just green grass.
3rd down and 10 for the Colonels.
All right, boys, what do you say?
Incompletion stops the clock with 4:32 left to play in the first half.
I mean, all these Caldwell fans have came over here. You might as well come out of here with something positive, right?
Exactly right. Colonels back to the line of scrimmage. Hope everybody will stay tuned for the Little Caesars halftime report coming your way in just about 4.5 minutes. A pass is incomplete, thrown well behind the intended receiver.
It looked like a helium balloon when he threw it.
Hawkins was trying to hit Yabosa Ogbez. Ogbez is a senior wide receiver for Christian County. 4th down, and we'll see what the Colonels do on this one.
Are they going for it?
You got to watch pretty. I would expect another one of those
hard
quick
counts
kicks.
And quick kick. I would just get deep if I were the safety here. Yeah.
And it is another kick. This one.
Get away, everybody get
up
away.
In the air. It's going to give Caldwell County good field position either way. Ball bouncing and stops at the Colonel 40-yard line with 4:20 to play in the first half. The Tigers are going to come out onto the field with great field position. Let's go down for a Go Green field report with Todd.
Yeah, Caldwell County finally got the field position turned around and in good shape now. That's why I said before the game that if I'd won the toss, I would kick because it's really tough to move the football tonight, and especially for Christian County right now. If you're going toward the scoreboard end, the wind has picked up again. It's almost impossible to try to get a punt or try to kick a field goal or anything that way.
Caldwell County takes a snap, hand off to Spikes. Spikes hits a line of scrimmage, has a hole across the 30, lowers his head, runs over 2 people, still on his feet, thrown out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. What a run. Cam Spikes on 1st down picks up 21 yards.
And in the immortal words of Mike Keith, there are no flags on the field.
This is where you got the John Madden boom, and it hits another player.
Baby,
boom.
he did. He went beast mode, baby. And he was churning those legs, looked like Roger Craig out there.
Tigers with the football at the 19-yard line. Some stop right now as the officials go over and talk to the Caldwell County coaching staff. Not sure what this was about, Todd. If you have any information on that one, throw in right now if you want to.
No, I'm not really sure. Looks like there might be an issue with a chain on the other side of the field. So,
of all things,
yeah, it's
that's
down,
what everybody wants to do is stand out on a windy, rainy night and try to get a kink out of a chain.
Well, one of the big keys tonight, I think, for both of these teams is who wants to be out here playing. You know,
that's right, Todd.
If you enjoy this and can make yourself enjoy it and just get after it, you're in a whole lot better shape than if you're one of those guys that, doesn't want to get wet.
You've almost got to embrace it. You got to embrace it coming out of the locker room. Hey, this is what we've got. Let's go get it. Handoff again in the backfield. Spikes this time to the right side and still running over blue jerseys on his way down to the 11-yard line.
Boy, I'm telling you, this offensive line is absolutely opening up some holes for Cam Spikes. Great job by Daniel Laurent and that right side of the line. Man, let's pound this in. This would really be huge going into half because again, we're going to be kicking off to them in the second half. So I think we have a good chance to win this field position battle again in the second half.
Spread set by Caldwell County. Lander takes it again. Handoff to Spikes. Spikes turns it up the middle. Not much there. Pickup of 1 on the play down to the 10. Will bring up 3rd down and short for the Tigers with 3:18 left to play in the first half. Tigers leading this one 7-6. Big play here is Caldwell County. What would it mean to this team, Ken, to go in to the locker room up 2 scores?
Anytime you can come
into a full score,
anytime you can come into a 5A school on the road and go in at halftime winning, that's a win for anybody.
Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Lander, quick handoff to Spikes. Spikes pulls two players across the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers.
Once again, my guy Cam Spikes absolutely took that ball 10 yards to the end zone, carried a couple of players, got a little assist from the lineman. Wonderful job by Cam.
That comes with 2:43 left to play in the first half. Spikes with a strong run and just carried people with him across that end zone.
Our line is doing an exceptional job.
Sutton Ritchie in for the extra point attempt after the Goodwin Insurance touchdown. Plenty of leg, up and good with the wind. 2:43 left in the first. Tigers up 14-6. Back after this.
Feeling under the weather? Visit Princeton Drugstore for quick and easy testing. For only $40, get tested for flu, COVID, or strep. And the pharmacist can write you a prescription on the spot. In about 20 minutes, you can have your diagnosis, prescription, and a school excuse without leaving your car. Why wait at the doctor's office when you can get back to feeling better faster? Come to Princeton Drugs drive-thru today and take the fast lane to recovery. Princeton Drugstore, your quick stop to feeling good again.
Why support local?
Shopping at a local store means you can get an expert opinion about the products that you're purchasing. Local shop owners have to be experts in their field to compete. You can ask them questions and get advice about products.
The Edge Media Group urges you to support local every chance you get.
Hopkinsville Electric System wants to wish the Tigers and Lady Tigers best of luck this year.
Back just in time for the Sutton Ritchie kickoff. This one 5 yards deep in the end zone. Touchback again. Sutton Ritchie using that wind to his benefit, even on a terrible night field condition-wise here at Christian County. Tigers lead this one 14-6. Ken, talk a little bit about what this means for the Tigers. How much momentum, how much excitement do they have and confidence after those two scores?
Well, this team's been beat down a little bit the last 4 weeks, Dennis, and we need some positivity. I mean, we've had moments, we've seen things, we've had moments that we've had a chance to put a dent going into halftime, but these last 2 minutes are vital. We have 2 timeouts left. If we can hold them here, we can get the ball back.
I love how Caldwell County's high-fiving out on the field before Christian County comes out, and you see a little bickering on the other sideline. That might be the difference in the game right now with the how the teams are feeling on this one.
What'd they call? They called a dead ball?
They're going to say it was on his knee when he tried to make the pitch out.
Oh, goodness. That would have been huge for the Tigers.
Hawkins didn't handle the snap, had to go down on a knee to get the ball back, and when he hit the knee and held the football, even though he was trying to pitch it to his running back, they called it down. So a 5-yard loss on the play back to the 15-yard line, and Christian County starting to implode here in the late minutes of the first half. Rain still coming down hard and in sheets. Very windy and very cool night now at Christian County.
Jet sweep. Boy, that's a scary play there.
Bridges takes it and gets some good yardage out of it. Back across the 20 out to about the 22-yard line. That's Josh Bridges, and that is a dangerous play, but it worked that time on a wet condition night. That football has to be slippery as ice.
Yeah, wet ball with that kid running full speed, getting that jet sweep. That's a pretty scary play to run if you're in these conditions, but it worked out for County that time. Big third down here for the Tigers. Let's get us a stop and see what happens.
Hey, guys. They actually flipped that to the guy, so if it falls, it's just an incomplete pass. It's kind of that thing Caldwell County used to do years ago.
Little score update after 1 quarter of play. It's Henderson County tied with Mayfield at 7. You're right. Timeout on the field by Christian County comes with 1:52 left to play in the half. We'll be back in 1 minute. Tigers ahead 14-6.
Stay safe on the road while keeping your vehicle in top shape while enjoying a smoother, quieter ride. Ensure fuel efficiency by trusting the tire experts at Trice Hughes. Stocking leading brands like Michelin, Goodyear, Firestone, and Bridgestone ensures quality and longevity. Plus, enjoy no-cost tire rotations with every service appointment for the life of your tires. Discover the Trice Hughes difference in Princeton or find them at tricehughesgm.com. At Trice Hughes, they're more than just tires.
Got a news tip, community event, info, or picture to share? Text us at 270-963-9038. 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Health First Community Health Center wishes the Tiger best of luck this year.
Back to the Stadium of Champions. Christian County had to take the U-Ride timeout. Third down coming up for the Colonels. Third and about 8. Another pass play, and this one to nobody in particular. Bridges was in the area, but that's about as close as he was, Ken. Incompletion is going to bring up another fourth down. Caldwell County still with 1:49 left to play in the half and should have very good field position if Christian County does indeed quick pitch or quick punt this one.
Watch the ball, guys. I'm really surprised they threw the ball there, Dennis. I figured they'd make us at least try to burn a timeout there. Watch the ball, guys. Watch the ball.
Parker is going to drop back. A quick hit again.
Get away, get away, get away.
And this one, Caldwell County just going to let bounce. And again, great field position coming out of it as the Tigers will take over in Christian County territory once again at the 45-yard line. Still with 1:41 to play in the second quarter and the wind at your back, Ken. 2
timeouts, wind at your back. We should, if we hold on to the ball, be able to put some points on the board, whether it be through a touchdown or Sutton Ritchie kicking a field goal here. Don't discount taking a shot here too, Dennis. You know, make a little pump fake, a little play action, get them on their toes a little bit, and we might take a shot.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hand off to Spikes. Spikes has had a big night. We'll have those stats at half. Still gets around the edge here across the 40, 35, turns upfield at the 30 and knocked out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Let's call it the 24 now as the official took another step.
Excellent block by Luke Parker on the edge. He blocked his guy all the way down the field. Thank goodness he kept his hands inside, didn't get a hold called on him.
Those have kind of settled down a little bit in the last 10 or 12 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not sure what changed on our end, but we'll take it, Dennis. We'll take it.
Spikes with a huge night. Caldwell County, again, 2 receivers out wide. Handoff to Maddox. Maddox wants to turn the corner on the left side. He's got it. Hits a hole. And it's Maddox to the house. Dives over. Touchdown, Tigers.
Had to do a little Ric Flair there, man. Hey, listen,
Maddox.
Do not discount Luke Maddox. I've told you guys all year, when that kid gets in the open, he is electric. He can run. Hey, man, these guys want it tonight, Dennis. They want it.
That one comes with 1:16 left to play in the first half. Maddox on a 20-yard run. He got around that corner, saw a hole, and did just a flat dive, got into midair.
He kicked on the afterburners, baby.
Sutton Ritchie's extra point is good. The Goodwin Insurance touchdown makes it 21-6 Tigers. Back after this.
At Trilogy Performance Sports, they believe in only the highest standards of physical fitness training. Their staff members are actively enriching the lives of their members and creating a community of like-minded people. And getting you in shape is their #1 goal. They have everything you need: knowledge, experience, and equipment. They find out what's important to you and design a customized plan that fits your needs. Learn more at trilogyperformancesports.com.
Are you looking for a job or career change? We have more opportunities than ever before listed on our Find a Job page. Click on each to learn more about the job description and how to apply. Visit Find a Job under the Contest Deals Jobs tab at WPKYOnline.com.
Kentucky Fried Chicken wants to wish the Tigers all the best of luck this year.
Another touchback on the kickoff by Sutton Ritchie after the big run by Luke Maddox. Maddox took it to the house from 24 yards out to give Caldwell County their biggest lead of the night at 21-6. Colonels will come out at the 20, trailing this one with 1:16 left to play in the first half. Little Caesars halftime report coming your way shortly. We'll go down to Todd to see what's coming up on the Little Caesars halftime report.
Well, if I can find my mic, I'll give you a report from down here.
It might help.
Got stuck in my pocket just a little bit. Yeah, we'll have scores and a halftime moment in history from a past game here at the Stadium of Champions in Hopkinsville. Like I said earlier, probably Caldwell County's last visit here to the Stadium of Champions for a while. So that's all coming up at halftime.
2 receivers each side for Christian County. Rolls, pass, looking for Bridges, broken up by Gus Fox. That one just a hair away from being intercepted, and 6 more on the board for Caldwell County.
I think if you're Christian County here, you just need to go in the half here. I don't think you need to be doing anything cute. Although I said that when Madisonville was playing us and they got 80 yards on us, so we want to keep that from happening
we're
tonight.
expecting them to take a knee, and they took it 80 yards later. You're right. Hawkins getting the play in from the sideline for Christian County.
Look, we still have 2 timeouts here, Dennis. I wouldn't discount using them here if we have to. They're going to be throwing the football here.
Depending on what they do on this play, I'm with you. If they don't pick up a first or a long gain on this one, we take a timeout.
I'd take it right now.
A run to the 25-yard line. Brings up 3rd down and about 5 coming up for the Colonels. Caldwell County is going to let the clock run, so they decide not to. Under a minute to play in the first half. Colonels 3rd down and 5 from their own 25-yard line. Christian County back at the line. 2 receivers to the left side for Hawkins. Hawkins puts Bridges in motion. Takes a snap, looks down the field over the middle, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. Incomplete, stopping the clock with 30 seconds left to play. Darius Finch was the intended receiver for Christian County.
Well, 4th down, and, we're actually in Sutton Ritchie range right now. Unless they quick kick, surely they're going to kick the ball here.
You wouldn't think with still a half a minute and Caldwell County moving the football, running the football like they have so far tonight, that they would do anything but at least try to pick up a little yards. And like you said, they've seen the leg of Sutton Ritchie on these kickoffs.
Once again, watch the ball, gentlemen. Watch the ball. That's unbelievable.
And they are going to throw it. It's complete, bobbled, complete at the 33-yard line.
That was a breakdown in our coverage right there, Dennis. We should have covered that a lot better. That was a golden opportunity that we missed right there. You can look back on the tape, be pretty frustrated with that right there.
Ogby's bobbled that one twice, still found a way to come down with it.
He was eating a sandwich and bobbled it, juggled it a little bit, and put a show on for the kids, and then decided to catch it.
Ball's at the 34-yard line.
And meanwhile, we couldn't hit him.
I'm not sure who or if anybody called the timeout. The clock has stopped. I think some equipment trouble on this side of the field for Ogby's. He comes over now, walks back out on the field. They'll spot it. Christian County will have a time for one more play at least, maybe 2. Now still some confusion, and Christian County is going to take the full timeout with 20 seconds. They reset 20 seconds to the clock. Caldwell up 21-6, back in 30 seconds.
It's fall, y'all. I'm Stephanie, manager of Purcell Tire. We offer a wide variety of options to keep your vehicle running smooth so you can enjoy this beautiful fall weather. We are now offering our fall car care package that includes oil and filter change, tire rotation and tread depth check, brakes, battery, belts, and hoses inspected. Call us today at 270-365-7291. Come see us at 309 U.S. Highway 62 West in Princeton or visit us online at purcelltire.com.
Black Patch Grill says, "Go Tigers. Good luck this season."
We're back at the Stadium of Champions in Hopkinsville. They've adjusted the clock once again. 22 seconds now left to play in the first half. Caldwell County with a 21-6 lead. Big quarter for Caldwell County. Caldwell showing some pressure. They bring Roach. Instead, it's a hit in the backfield, flag down as Hawkins looking for somewhere to go. Looked like a pinball going off bumpers. And Caldwell County finishes the play off back at the 25-yard line. We'll see what the flag is.
He fumbled the football, Dennis.
He
fumbled the football.
He got hit about 3 times and bounced off, and they're going to say it did come loose. Caldwell County recovers, and 15 seconds on the clock. So, Ken, here it is. If you don't score on the first play, maybe 2, you've still got Sutton Ritchie well within his range at the 26-yard line.
Yeah. We've got 2 timeouts left, so you can run a couple of plays, maybe even take a shot at the end zone on a pass if you feel like it. But the way we've been running the ball, and with 2 timeouts, 15 seconds, we can get a couple of plays off here for sure, and then Sutton come in and kick one.
Caldwell County hustling back out on the field. I love the excitement out of this offensive line tonight. They have come out defensive line as well, been high-fiving, little headbutts at times. They are pumped up for this game, doing a great job tonight against Christian County in some trying field conditions. Lander is going to pull Maddox and Spikes back into the backfield. Maddox to the left shoulder. Broken play. Lander's going to have to run it.
Call the timeout.
Loses 2 on the play, and you got to. It's 7 seconds on the clock. Caldwell County is going to get a U-Ride timeout. We'll keep it right here, Cam, on this one with 7 seconds left. Caldwell County is going to bring out the field goal units as Sutton Ritchie will come out. Let's see where they end up spotting the ball on this one. Is at the 26-yard line. So the kick will take place from the 33. It's going to be a 34 or 33, 43-yard kick.
A 44-yard kick.
44?
Yeah. Add 10, 44-yard kick here with the wind behind his back. I mean, he's got a golden opportunity here. You know, I did see one little play, though, Dennis. Warming up, they were doing a little fake field goal.
Okay.
I watched it. We'll see what happens.
Oh, they were coaching staff asking who recovered the fumble. Ken, I did not pick out. I did not. Parker will hold this one. The spot is going to be the 33-yard line, so it's going to be a 43-yard attempt for Sutton Ritchie. Low snap, kick is up.
He drilled it.
And it's good. Sutton Ritchie with a 43-yarder. As time expires, we'll hold with Todd for the joint barbecue interview.
Listen, man, it was a low snap. We barely got the snap up. Sutton just had to take one step. He really couldn't drive it, but, boy, he got it up in the air, and the wind did the work. Great job by the Tigers. Hey, last 5 minutes of the first half and the first 5 minutes of the second half, most important part of the football game, and we won that one for sure.
Todd, you get that coach. You go ahead and come in.
All right, I'm making my way across the field to the coach, and, Sutton kind of got shafted a little bit at soccer last night, I guess it was last night. The rain's kind of got me a little waterlogged. Made a free kick from almost the midfield circle, and the horn sounded just before it went in, so it didn't count. Got Coach Aaron McClung here. Coach, you guys got backed up a little bit early, but was able to flip the field on them, and, man, you guys have been on a roll since.
Yeah, we didn't start very well, but we got it going, and we started getting good field position and started sustaining our blocks a little better, and we played better as we went on, and I was glad we had to kick a field goal. It's our first field goal of the year, so I'm happy, but these kids aren't going to quit. This is the same kind of game they were in last week, and they didn't lay down, so they're not going to lay down the second half. We got to keep playing and finish the game.
How do the weather conditions affect you guys?
I don't think it's affected us all. I preached all week to the kids it's going to be raining, so you either want to play in it or you don't, and if you don't want to play in it, we're in trouble. And the kids have been excited about it. They've been excited about playing in the weather, so you got to play in elements. When you play in playoff games, you're going to play in the elements. So, kids, they've done a good job. I'm happy with them, but we got to finish.
All right, Coach, good luck in the second half. Tiger head coach Aaron McClung, Caldwell County up 24-6, guys, and an interesting choice to start the second half. Christian County will have the option of taking the football, but if you take the football, I believe that gives Caldwell County the option of which end they want to kick. And in this ball game, I think you want the wind with you in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely. Todd, thank you for that interview with Coach McClung on the halftime interview live from the Caldwell County sidelines. It's all about the game. It's all about the strategy. But let's take a moment for some real strategy, the joint barbecue. These pit masters know how to bring the heat just like our Tigers. Sink your teeth into brisket, smoked to perfection, or slow-cooked ribs slathered in tasty goodness. It's going to be raining all day tomorrow, Ken. How about some joint barbecue for us? Visit the joint, bbqwky.com, because the best thing to complement game day is a bite from the joint barbecue. The big field goal by Sutton Ritchie to end the half puts Caldwell up 24-6, but that kick couldn't be made without a great play from Luke Parker on a low snap with a wet football.
Well, listen, it just, again, hats off to the guys. Everybody's playing well tonight. Those guys there's no quit in them. This team has been, they've had a tough road the last couple of years, Dennis, and, this senior class is better than that record shows. And, yeah, good job by Luke getting that ball up. It was a wet ball, and just to get it up. And, laces forward is important, but at that point, the wind was really helping us, and Sutton has a great leg. 43 yards in elements is a pretty impressive kick there by Sutton.
At the half, Caldwell County 24, Christian County 6. We'll take a break and come back and get underway with the Little Caesars halftime report down on the field with Todd right after this.
What is a tornado watch? How do I prepare for severe weather? What's the best way to get watches and warnings on my phone? Visit the weather alert page under the news tab at WPKYonline.com for answers. Sponsored by Penny Ryle Electric.
Financial planning should be specific to you and your life circumstances. That is why we created Invest FB Wealth Management, a division of Farmers Bank. Hi, I'm Jeff McDaniels, Invest FB's lead financial advisor. Whether you're saving for retirement, starting a business, or planning your family's future, our individual and comprehensive approach can help you achieve your financial goals. Visit us today at our Princeton or Eddyville offices to start a conversation about your individual financial needs.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they are ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dine-in or the drive-thru is always open, and they offer curbside pickup service. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. Stop in soon and enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's. Proud to be a part of this community. McDonald's of Princeton, proud supporters of the Caldwell County Tigers.
Feeling under the weather? Visit Princeton Drugstore for quick and easy testing. For only $40, get tested for flu, COVID, or strep. And the pharmacist can write you a prescription on the spot. In about 20 minutes, you can have your diagnosis, prescription, and a school excuse without leaving your car. Why wait at the doctor's office when you can get back to feeling better faster? Come to Princeton Drugs drive-thru today and take the fast lane to recovery. Princeton Drugstore, your quick stop to feeling good again.
You only turn 130 once, and Fredonia Valley Bank is pulling out all the stops. This remarkable journey is a testament to the community and the cherished customers, so they are shouting out a huge thank you. And what better way to show gratitude than with monthly giveaways? Stay in the loop for your chance to grab some amazing prizes. Stay tuned with us. Follow Fredonia Valley Bank on Facebook and Instagram, or pop into either location for a visit. Here's to winning and celebrating together.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Penny Royal Hospice wants to wish the Tigers all the best of luck this year.
Get the job done and then some with Farm All Utility C-Series tractors from Case IH at H&R AgriPower in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. These heavy, durable tractors have their weight distributed in 6 different locations, eliminating the need for inefficient wheel weights. The emission system does not require DPF or a diesel particulate filter, reducing time loss and fuel waste on regeneration. Plus, a comfortable cab makes a long day's work a lot more productive. To learn more about Case IH Farm All Utility C-Series tractors, visit H&R AgriPower in Hopkinsville, Kentucky today.
It's the ultimate in high school sports coverage. YourSportsEdge.com brings you award-winning coverage of all the thrilling action right at your fingertips and in the palm of your hand with our really cool app. Heart-stopping touchdowns and buzzer-beating shots, we've got it all. Don't miss a single moment at YourSportsEdge.com and be a part of the winning team.
You Ride hopes you'll ride with the Tigers and Lady Tigers all season.
The teams are in the locker room, and it's time for the Tiger Halftime Report on WPKY.
Stadium. It's a good fan. Caldwell County time to the Christian County Colonel. County's last trip to the Stadium of Champions for a while. To Hopkinsville. This is report ready.
And a little technical difficulty as the microphone seems to be breaking up down on the field right now. We'll check on that. We'll take a 30-second break and see if we can iron that one out and be back with the Little Caesars halftime report after this.
Your home energy bills shouldn't break the bank. Penny Royal Electric and TVA Energy Right are here to help. Extreme weather, aging appliances, kids who never turn the lights off. There are lots of reasons why your energy bill can feel too high. Penny Royal Electric partners with TVA Energy Right to offer energy bill assistance, rebates, and zero-down fixed-rate loans for home energy upgrades. Find the right solution for you at energyright.com. That's energyright.com.
Okay, we are back at the Stadium of Champions in Hopkinsville. Hopefully you guys can hear me just a little bit better now. Tried to cheat a little bit and find some shelter there at halftime, but that didn't work, so we're going to try it again here. The Little Caesars halftime report on WPKY. Caldwell County with a 24-6 lead at Christian County, and what is likely the Tigers' final trip to the Stadium of Champions for a while. This halftime report is brought to you by Little Caesars. Ready to level up your game night? Make Little Caesars your first stop. Their mouth-watering pizza, starting at just $6.79, will have your crew cheering before the game even starts. Don't leave without a fan-favorite Crazy Bread combo either. Best of luck this year from Little Caesars. Go get 'em, Tigers. And this is the Little Caesars halftime report. We've got a few scores to tell you about on the YourSportsEdge.com Scoreboard tonight, Henderson County at Mayfield. They're tied up 7-7 at halftime. Murray leads 13-0 at McCracken County after one quarter. That's the latest score we have there. And Madisonville, North Hopkins, and Graves County playing in Mayfield tonight. They've gone to halftime. Neither team with any points so far in that one. There were some Thursday games in the area. Hopkins County Central beat Webster County 29-0. It was Paducah Tillman 42, Allen County Scottsville 16. Bowling Green blanked Ohio County 57-0. Logan County down Caldwell County 40-7.
Sports team to play only offense or defense. When it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle?
And Russellville beat Todd County Central 41-6 in action on Thursday. Again, several teams moving their games around because of the approaching weather. And because of the weather, there's been several games moved to Saturday. Crittenden County will now go to Owensboro Catholic Saturday night. Muhlenberg County will go to Marshall County. Trigg County moved its game at Hancock County to tomorrow as well. Union County at McLean County. And here at the Stadium of Champions tomorrow, Hopkinsville will host Warren East after the Tigers and Colonels get done tonight. Don't forget tomorrow morning, Saturday morning quarterback live from the Biscuit Barn and Ice Cream Eatery. That's at 9 o'clock. We'll have Tiger head coach Aaron McClung, members of the coaching staff, and Tiger players. That is Saturday morning quarterback coming up at 9 o'clock Saturday morning live from the Biscuit Barn. Next week, district play for the Tigers. We'll go to Mayfield to face the Cardinals. Kickoff time 7 o'clock. Our broadcast, as always, begins with your Sports Edge Football Friday at 5:30 next Friday. After the trip to Mayfield, we get a week off, and then it's Murray at Tiger Stadium on Hall of Fame night on October 18th. Time now for our halftime moment in history, brought to you by West Kentucky Memorials. We're going to go back just about 10 years, August 22nd, 2014. Caldwell County and Christian County meeting here at the Stadium of Champions. That night, the two teams combined for almost 1,400 total yards of offense, with the Tigers eventually prevailing in a shootout, 78-57. Elijah Sindelar passed for 433 yards and 5 touchdowns. Jalen Boyd rushed for 293 and had 5 total touchdowns as well. 2 Tiger receivers had over 100 yards receiving. Josh Young and Eli Pepper had big games. The Tigers finished the night with 753 total yards, and it wasn't even raining that night. Christian County led it, though, 50-48 going to the fourth quarter, but Caldwell County comes back to win it again about 10 years ago, just a little more than 10 years ago. 78-57 was the final score that night. Again, the Tigers and Colonels putting on an offensive performance that night. The halftime moment in history brought to you by West Kentucky Memorials, with locations in Princeton, Cadiz, and Hopkinsville. Proud supporter of Caldwell County football, West Kentucky Memorials offers quality handcrafted granite memorials. Again, halftime moment in history brought to you by West Memorials. It's halftime. Caldwell County leads Christian County 24-6 at the break at the Stadium of Champions. We'll come back and run through a few stats for you at halftime after this on 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Hey, sports fans, you wouldn't want your favorite sports team to play only offense or defense. When it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? At Goodwin Insurance, they take care of all your insurance needs. You deserve someone that provides comprehensive coverage and is working alongside you in your community. Contact them today for a quote.
Goodwin Insurance of Princeton, Cadiz, or Marion, or online.
Learn about your heart health with a simple scan. The Cardiology Clinic at Caldwell Medical Center features a highly trained team of heart health specialists and years of experience in cardiac health and wellness. Our specialists provide a wide range of cardiac-specific services, offering coronary artery calcium testing, stress test, echocardiograms, sleep studies, and more, all right here close to home. To schedule an appointment, visit caldwellmedical.com.
On the halftime report here on 1580 103.3 PKY, the Caldwell County Tigers with a 24-6 lead over the Christian County Cardinals at the Stadium of Champions in Hopkinsville. Again, this is the Little Caesars halftime report. We gave you some scores at halftime. Henderson County and Mayfield 7-7 at halftime. Madisonville Graves 0-0 at the half. And the latest score we had from Murray McCracken County was 13-0. Murray leading that game. That was a first quarter score. Can run through a few stats for you at halftime. Caldwell County with 146 yards on the ground on 25 rushing attempts there in the first half. The Tigers just 2 of 4 passing the ball for 20 yards. 166 total yards for the Tigers and 9 first downs in the first half. For the Christian County Colonels, just 21 yards rushing on 11 carries. The Colonels 4 of 9 passing for 28 yards, just 2 first downs for Christian County. 49 total yards for the Colonels at halftime. So Caldwell County with 166 yards, Christian County just 49. And once the Tigers kind of got the field flipped there in that first half, they really rolled on offense. Kind of got behind the field position game early, and that could be a big deal again in the second half as the wind blowing very hard from the scoreboard end down to the other end of the field here at the Stadium of Champions. So any team going toward the scoreboard having an uphill battle here tonight. Again, those are the halftime stats brought to you by West Kentucky Memorials, and we appreciate West Kentucky Memorials for sponsoring our halftime moment in history and our halftime stats. West Kentucky Memorials with locations in Princeton, Cadiz, and Hopkinsville. Proud supporter of Caldwell County football, West Kentucky Memorials offers quality handcrafted granite memorials. Tigers lead the Colonels 24-6 at halftime. We'll send you back up top after this. That's going to conclude the Little Caesars halftime report here on 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Financial planning should be specific to you and your life circumstances. That is why we created Invest FB Wealth Management, a division of Farmers Bank. Hi, I'm Jeff McDaniels, Invest FB's lead financial advisor. Whether you're saving for retirement, starting a business, or planning your family's future, our individual and comprehensive approach can help you achieve your financial goals. Visit us today at our Princeton or Eddyville offices to start a conversation about your individual financial needs.
Stay safe on the road while keeping your vehicle in top shape while enjoying a smoother, quieter ride. Ensure fuel efficiency by trusting the tire experts at Trice Hughes. Stocking leading brands like Michelin, Goodyear, Firestone, and Bridgestone ensures quality and longevity. Plus, enjoy no-cost tire rotations with every service appointment for the life of your tires. Discover the Trice Hughes difference in Princeton or find them at TriceHughesGM.com. At Trice Hughes, they're more than just tires.
At Trilogy Performance Sports, they believe in only the highest standards of physical fitness training. Their staff members are actively enriching the lives of their members and creating a community of like-minded people. And getting you in shape is their #1 goal. They have everything you need: knowledge, experience, and equipment. They find out what's important to you and design a customized plan that fits your needs. Learn more at trilogyperformancesports.com.
Hi, this is Lauren Brandon, and I'm proud to have served in this community for 45 years. As a bank that's been part of the Princeton community for over 139 years, we've seen many changes. As we celebrate First Southern's first 40 years as an organization, we know any achievements we have had are because of the customers we have worked alongside. We look forward to spending the next 40 years and beyond serving you. For more information, visit fsmb.net, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to the Stadium of Champions. We are at the half, and a great second quarter for Caldwell County pushes them out as they came from a 6-0 deficit to lead at the half, 24-6, thanks to Todd down on the field. And the elements for the Little Caesars halftime report: Dennis Stevens, Ken Parker in the booth, Camden McGregor in the truck for us tonight. And Ken, a great second quarter by Caldwell County. They flipped the field. They got the field position they wanted. They either cured the issue with all the holding penalties, or the officials' arm was getting sore, one of the two. So those stopped coming. Caldwell County able to put together some very good drives and a great running game tonight with over 100 yards on the ground.
Dennis, like we talked about, we've given up 200 yards a game rushing about the last 4 games against Madisonville, Graves County, McCracken County, and Union County, all of which have ran the ball really effectively against us, and we have not been able to establish a run game. Just the opposite tonight.
Right.
We lost the turnover battle, although we did get a turnover by them late in the first half there. But we were able to establish the run, and in a game like this, the team that was able to establish the run was going to win this game. And so if we can continue to do that, I see no reason why we can't get a win tonight. Our offensive interior linemen have done a great job giving Cam Spikes a couple of holes to run through. Luke Maddox shows you what he can do when he gets to the open field. He's electric, he's fast, and he's very quick. Overall, great job moving the football by Caldwell County. We won the field position battle in the second quarter. Really could have been a more lopsided score if we hadn't have fumbled down on the 5-yard line there, Dennis. So good job by the Tigers.
And talk a little bit about that line for Caldwell County. Maybe we didn't know all along. We got a bunch of mutters down on the line on both sides because those guys have played absolutely great tonight.
I think they like playing in the elements, Dennis, and, hey, we'll take it, man. If our line can play like this every game, we'll
wet the field down.
We'll wet the field down for them, and as long as you and I are in the press box, and we're fine up here.
Absolutely. Little rain starting to blow in. The rain and the wind have both picked up since kickoff tonight, and the temperature also dropping. But, yeah, if we need to wet that field down, we'll be on the call with Dustin Cash to say run some garden hoses out there. We need this. Especially when we're playing Murray and Crittenden County.
Absolutely. You know, Murray looks really good tonight. They're up on McCracken right now, 13-0. That's a good football team.
Third quarter about to start. Ritchie getting set. Short kick this time. And Christian County bobbles it. Ball's loose on the field. Still bouncing around. I think Caldwell County got it. Great call by that coaching staff on that one. As Caldwell County, Sutton Ritchie against the wind. Just put that one up in the air, bounced off a County player at the 30, and Caldwell County recovers at the Christian County 44-yard line as we get set to get underway here in the third quarter. Big break for the Tigers and great field position once again. Want to remind everyone, third quarter brought to you by our friends at Cozy Living Interiors. Cozy Living, everything a home should be.
One of these days, Dennis, one of these days I'll get that spot.
That's right, you're going to get the fourth quarter when we love our friends over at Cozy Living.
Pam and Hab.
Caldwell County with the football. Lander, hand off to Spikes. Spikes lowers his head, picks up maybe one on the carry.
I think he fumbled, Dennis.
And he did. Christian County holding the ball up, coming out of the pile. So Caldwell County got a break with the short kick, but turn it right back over to the Colonels, who will take over at their own 43-yard line.
Once again, hold on to the ball.
That's really the only thing in the first quarter that slowed Caldwell County down was those fumbles.
You just got to secure the football. I mean, we had a golden opportunity there to really put some distance here in this football game. But, hey, defense played well. Let's keep playing well again here on defense, guys.
That'll bring the defense back out. The offense on the field for Christian County. Snap back. Pitch around to the backside.
Oh, what a play.
And it's Zy Rollins going face mask to face mask with Josh Bridges. Little shove after the tackle.
Yeah, nice play by Zy. He broke down and just made a great play. Put his helmet right on the football.
And there was a flag on the play. I think it's going to be offsetting between Rollins and Bridges. So no harm, no foul, but that was a whale of a hit. You got to hand it to Zy Rollins. He met Bridges standing straight up and stopped him in his tracks. So just a personal foul against both teams. Second down coming up for the Colonels. Just underway here in the second half. Caldwell County with a big lead at the half, 24-6. Christian County scored first, then 24 unanswered by Caldwell County. Bridges in motion. Instead, it's a pass play broken up on this side by number 14 for Caldwell County.
Seth Trusty.
And that is Seth Trusty. Got a helmet in there. Christian County had the pass in their hands. Trusty put the hat on it and knocked it away from number 8. That is Jesse Aiden. And we've kept that kid quiet tonight. Of course, the elements, Christian County is not going to throw as much in this, but the Aiden kid has been quiet tonight for Christian County.
Yeah, Seth did a nice job snuffing that out. Came up, made a good hit. Third and long here. We got to stop him here.
Third down and 11 coming up for the Colonels. Caldwell County drops back defensively. It's a keeper by the quarterback across the 40 and up to the 40, or excuse me, across the 45 up to the 47. And then a flag on the tackle, then a flag back here in the backfield as some activity after the whistle goes on. So a flag in the secondary should be against Christian County, and the flag up front, we'll see what that is on the run by the quarterback for the Colonels.
So, Dennis, we've got to just maintain our composure here. It may get a little chippy. We just have to keep our head about us and not be silly out there. I'm not sure what the flag was. We'll see what it was here.
Let's go down on the field for a Go Green field report.
Yeah, that's going to, they say offsetting penalties. Well, now we get a personal foul on Christian County. So, yeah, good job of Caldwell County, though, after turning the football over, of forcing what looks like it's going to be a fourth down here. Guys, I don't think the wind is blowing quite as much now as it was in the first half. The rain's still coming down, but as far as tonight goes, this is actually a pretty good time in the ball game condition-wise.
And the field is not torn up as much as I thought it would, Ken. After almost 2 inches of rain in the area since last night, the field chopped up a little bit between the 30s, but that's about it. And not a great deal.
Todd, was that a dead ball personal foul, so it'll be 15 yards and fourth down?
Yes, it was a live ball foul on the first penalty and then dead ball on the personal foul.
Backs Christian County up to the 32-yard line.
So it's third down, okay.
Third down for Christian County with 11:25 to play in the third quarter, and still going to mark it off another 5 yards. I think they had that wrong. Back to the 26-yard line it goes. And some official, I think this official has different math. I'm not sure if he's not wanting to move it back up to the 31. So some discussion between the officials as the rain continues to come down here in Hopkinsville. 24-6, Tigers with the lead, and they'll try to sort this one out.
Well, if
and
it's
they are going to bring it back up.
Yeah.
And spotted at the 31. Had it right initially before they backed it up the extra 5. Fourth down, though, showing on the marker across the way. Third down on the scoreboard, so we'll also check on that. See if they can get that corrected one way or the other.
I think it should be third down.
I was thinking, I don't know. I was thinking fourth with the live ball penalty. But we'll see how they end up working this one out as well.
They're going to say fourth down.
Yeah, the play was over, and it was after the whistle.
So it is fourth down and long coming up for the Colonels. Snap gets behind him, so they can't kick this one away. He goes back and falls on it. That's Hawkins trying to get to that bad snap, and it's down at the Christian County 16-yard line. So a big break for Caldwell County. They didn't even get a chance to pooch kick it. And it's going to be Tiger football. I didn't see that stat, Ken. I'll look at that again in just a second. 11:25 left to play. Ball officially spotted at the 17-yard line.
Yeah, so kind of what you expect, sloppy snaps and sloppy holding.
Lander facing the wind, hands it off to Spikes to the outside on the right side. Lowers his head, still pushing the pile.
Keep
started
churning,
at the 12. Baby. And I think they're finally going to blow the whistles at the 10.
It looked like a rugby scrum out there, didn't it, Dennis? It was like a mass of humanity just moving forward.
Looked kind of like Helene swirling on the weather map right now, but it was Spikes pushing those legs and getting an extra 2 yards out of the play.
The best thing I saw him do was he was holding that ball with two hands the whole time. Hold on to the football.
Nose of the ball on the 10.
Your line is going to get you some holes. Just don't fumble it.
You've got Roach in the backfield as a blocking back. Handoff again. This time I think that was Maddox maybe. Picked up a yard on the play.
Yeah, I kind of had a little bit of a snap. Dalen had to reach to his right side, then had to come back over and get it to Luke. And that play was almost doomed from the start.
Fortunately not locked loose with a bad handoff. It's going to bring up third down. They gave him about a half a yard on the play. Still basically third and a long 2 on the coming up down. Maddox takes the handoff, wanted to go inside instead, jumps it outside. I think he's got enough for the first to give Caldwell County first and goal. We'll see where the mark comes down at.
Yeah, Luke took it over to the hashes, kicked it over to the sideline. He got to the sticks, did a nice job. Good play by a smart player. That's a senior player, understanding where the sticks are. Just get the first down, and like they say it in The Water Boy, live to fight another day,
He looked like he wanted to turn it upfield a little bit earlier and saw something on the outside, and he's got a great step.
Your instinct is to do that, but, sometimes just get the safe play and fight.
Hand off, Spike, straight up the middle, lowers that head, and he's moving everybody. So far just shy, but I think he pushed it in. Another scrum all the way across the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, those Hogs, they want to be here tonight. That's what McClung said. Those big Hogs up front, they like the mud, flopping around in that mud, getting out there. And big run by Cam there. What a play by the Tigers. Big lead overall. Great job capitalizing on that missed snap on the punt.
That touchdown comes with 9:40 to play in the third quarter. Sutton Ritchie to try to tack on the extra point after the Goodwin Insurance touchdown. This one up, and this one's good. 9:40 left to play in the third. 31-6. Tigers pulling away in this one. Back after this.
Are you ever stuck at home trying to perfect the do-it-yourself project?
Put your trust in Altman Coatings and turn that do-it-yourself project into a stress-free home makeover.
So whether you're looking for fine detail or simply a splash of new
Hello,
color,
I'm Jason Jenkins, commercial banker at Miners Bank.
Back to the Stadium of Champions. Caldwell County dominating the Colonels tonight after falling behind 6-0. It's 31 unanswered for Caldwell County as Cam Spikes carries it in from about 10 yards out. And Caldwell County up now 31-6 in this one.
So he did a little sky kick last time, Dennis, and that kid had to run in. And boy, that's just hard. It's a hard play to make, but you got to field the kickoff. It's a live ball, so look to do the same thing here. Get that kick up in the air. That wind's swirling up there.
And it is another one. Short, fielded on the bounce at the 15-yard line. Christian County trying to come to the right side. Hit at the 27. Bounces off of that one. Still on his feet. Brought down at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, nice job by Drew Stevens there making first contact, getting that kid to slow down a little bit. Didn't make the tackle, but made a good play, getting him forced him to the sidelines there.
Ken, talk a little bit about the effort of the offensive line for Caldwell County tonight. By far their best.
Well, listen,
I think even better than the Central game.
My son played football at Murray and Western. He said the biggest difference between Western and Murray was the linemen. And he said the skill guys were all there. So when you get a 5A school, big school, linemen are going to be different. But this school, we match up well with them. And you see what we can do when we match up. Hopkins Central and Christian County. This line's playing great tonight.
Hawkins out of the shotgun, sends two receivers to the far side. It's going to be a keeper and brought down after about a 3-yard gain. Christian County has changed quarterbacks.
Yeah, Gus Fox did a nice job. I thought that kid may get a few yards there, and Gus just came out of nowhere and made the play. I tell you, you cannot stress how great Gus Fox and Cameron Spikes have been on the defensive side of the football this year for the Tigers.
And the quarterback is now Zion Wharton, a junior. Wears number 1, by the way, when they wear blue jerseys. This is the most messed up KHSAA roster, I think, in the history of the 10 years I've got to do this job. Christian County tries to run, and Caldwell County puts basically 8 players on the football.
Leighton Wall absolutely just exploded through that gap and met that running back about 5 yards deep. One thing I've really been impressed with Caldwell is they've been able to maintain their composure in some of these games that can get a little chippy. And this is going to do that. These teams have a history of that. And so you want to really maintain your composure here and not get a stupid penalty that might affect you next week.
Hawkins back at quarterback. They'll put Wharton back at a wide receiver spot with 8:17 and counting left to play in the third quarter. Caldwell County showed a little bit of pressure. Now they're going to back up out of it. Christian County with a player in motion, and the time runs off the play clock. Flag comes out. That's going to be a delay of game against Christian County and move them back 5 more yards while they walk this one off. Let's go down for a Go Green field report with Todd.
Yeah, if we found out nothing tonight more than this, the Tigers are good mudders.
That's exactly what we said earlier, Todd, is if we need to wet the field down at Tiger Stadium, against Mayfield or against Murray, excuse me, we'll do it.
Yeah, maybe it'll rain again next week.
Pull Kevin Costner.
Hawkins wants to throw the ball, has the wind behind his back. This one's going to be picked off at the 45-yard line. Caldwell County with the interception by number 21, Drew Stevens. And read well. That was great coverage by Stevens, one-on-one back out here. Did they have a flag on the play, though?
Well, I think it was a flag on the play, and then I think one of our players was walking off the field. And it's like I said, keep your composure.
It's holding against Christian County as the initial call.
So it's after the play, and it'll be a 15-yard penalty against us. Unsportsmanlike on us, yep.
And it's Caldwell County football on the interception by Drew Stevens.
So first of all, man, kudos to our defense. They are absolutely flying to the football. If you guys aren't here, and I judge you by the attendance, you're not.
I counted in the second quarter 72, and that's combined because our guys are on this side tonight too.
Yeah, so our defense is absolutely flying to the football tonight. Drew Stevens, great coverage, turned around, got his head around, made the play.
Absolutely. That is exactly right on that one.
And listen, Dennis, he was outmanned on that. That receiver is about 6'4", and Drew is not 6'4". And so, again, great job by Drew getting his head around, picking the ball off. But, silly dead ball play there. It cost us 15 yards.
Yeah, they're going to mark that one off from the 45. So Caldwell County is actually going to have the ball at the 30. And you're right, Ken, that's the only drawback from that play. But that was great coverage by Drew Stevens. He was step for step, but I liked his inside turn when he saw the ball in the air. He made a play on the ball. Christian County did not.
Textbook defensive back play there. He did a great job.
Tigers with the football and the big lead. Handoff to Spikes. Spikes hits the right side, finds a hole, picks up 8 on first down, out to about the 38-yard line. Spikes is going to be tired after this one.
Oh, I don't think so.
He has been a workhorse tonight for Caldwell County.
I think he is going to just enjoy the moment here.
Oh, you think he'd like Ernie Banks? He said, let's play 2.
Let's play 2, absolutely, man. While we're here, let's just keep this thing going. Cam likes that penalty. It gets him a little more yardage.
And our Cam in the booth really like that one because it's a baseball reference, too. Spikes on the handoff. Again, pushing that pile. It's going to be close to a first down, maybe a football short.
No, we're a little shorter. Again, going back to that penalty, Dennis, you want to see emotion. You want your guys to be emotional. Football's an emotional game. You just got to control it just a little bit. And so let's see what we can do here. 3rd and short. Obviously,
they stopped that one. They're marking him way back with no gain on the play. I thought the pile moved.
Yeah, he pretty much got stonewalled there on that one.
Eli Stevens comes out as a near side receiver. Caldwell County with 2 to the right. Handoff is to Maddox. Maddox tries to get to the edge on the right side. Maddox picks up the New Tech Seed first down and then some out to the Caldwell County 42-yard line. New Tech Seed is operated by our old buddy. Something going on the field I did not see. I thought they were saying something down there. Nikki Dunbar is the district sales manager with New Tech Seeds. He operates and coordinates with partners like Jake Jones with Farmersville Seed and Ackridge Farm Supply. Success, enjoyment, and family are the New Tech Seed lifestyle. Join the lifestyle. There's a bountiful harvest waiting for you on the other end.
Yeah, that's going to be on us. Dennis, we're going to give a shout-out to part-time broadcaster and longtime Tiger, Bruce McAllister. I know he's listening tonight, and we want to just say hello to Bruce. We need Bruce for a 3-man booth. He could be like Howard Cosell here,
We had him for a while last year. Came in, actually won the Optimus Club radio auction to do a football game. Came in, ended up finishing the season with us, and did a great job. Bruce has some coaching in his background in middle school and JV, so knowledgeable of the game and always fun. One of our regulars that text in every now and then during the games, and we love everybody to text in and let us know that they're listening.
Very entertaining.
Caldwell County has one in motion. Handoff in the backfield to Maddox. Maddox picks a hole, gets to the outside. Almost a foot race, but a good gain inside Christian County territory down to the 39-yard line.
I'm telling you,
one tackle, and he is gone.
Man, Dennis, right now, I'm glad we got some good seniors, but, man, I wish they'd all taken the COVID year. Boy, we would be coming back for that schedule next year. My goodness.
Man, these guys, and this line is coming off the football tonight as fast as any game we've had, including that big Hopkins Central win.
Yeah, they're just they're playing a great game. We're getting great blocking on the edges by our receivers, and our running backs are heading north and south.
Line of scrimmage at the 39. Hand off to Spikes. Hits a hole in the middle. Flag in the backfield. You expect this one to come back as the holding bug may be rearing its ugly head once more. And it is a hold against Caldwell County. That will back the Tigers up. 5:12 left to play in the third quarter. Caldwell County up 31-6 in this one, and a chance for the Tigers. Realistically, Ken, I didn't expect this coming in with this kind of weather conditions and with both teams' record, but a running clock maybe in the future at some point if Caldwell County keeps taking care of the football and running the football like they have so far.
Well, we've pretty much got a running clock right now the way we're moving the ball, Dennis. I mean, we're gashing these guys on the run. And, we're protecting it for now. I don't want to jinx us or anything. I'm a little superstitious. I'm surprised that Christian County has a safety deep. If I were County, I'd just load the box up here.
Lander tiptoeing his way on a keeper out to the 45-yard line. Bring up third down. And like you said, these have been second down and third down manageable type situations for the Caldwell County night. We've had very few second or third and longs the entire night. This one at the 45, we've got to get down to the 39-yard line, or excuse me, the 29-yard line. So this one is third down and long coming up. Correction, second down and long. Lander with the football, hands it off to Spikes. Spikes hit in the backfield. Stiff arms his way down inside the 40. That's an old school stiff arm, Ken.
Yeah.
He was almost down back at near the 50-yard line. They'll spot the ball right at the 40, but I love the old school stiff arm.
Who's
on
the
that
best one you've seen doing that besides Derrick Henry is current, but back in the old days, boy, that was a big play. Earl Campbell used to do it all the time.
I don't know. John Riggins would.
The diesel
push somebody in the ground.
Fire
back
up
in the
that
day.
diesel.
Ball at the 40, third down and long. Caldwell County spreading it out a little bit. Fox in motion, flag in the backfield. Time runs off the play clock. I'm not sure if Caldwell County got the timeout and did not. So delay of game for Caldwell County will back them up 5 yards back to the 45. 3:27 left to play in quarter number 3, 31-6. Caldwell County with the big lead over Christian County. This is where you've got to keep your composure, Ken, keep your foot on the gas and not get a little bit sloppy just by looking at the scoreboard.
Absolutely, Dennis. I mean, it would take a miracle for County to come back, but I've seen crazier things happen.
Parker one-on-one on the far side. Lander looks his way. Instead it goes this side. Fox had it and lost it as he was knocked down at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, Gus saw some footsteps coming his way and took his eye off the ball just for a second, Dennis, and couldn't come up with it. Had that safety getting ready to put a hit on him, I think.
Weather-wise, the rain a little bit lighter than it was at the in the first and second quarters. The wind calmed down just a little, but still you've got a lot of both, and it's messy conditions here. Caldwell County is going to punt this one away. Sutton Ritchie, who's taking over the punting duties, and this one gets away on a bad snap. Ritchie picks it up, but he's buried under a pile of blue at the 46-yard line. That one just like I'm sure the long snapper tried to snap it and just slippery football caused that one not to go but about 6 yards. Christian County takes over with 3:02 left to play in the third quarter, down 31-6. And one of the poorer drives for Caldwell County, I think we just got used to that second quarter. We're going to go score because they can't stop us, and weren't able to do it there, but still a big lead for Caldwell County.
The penalties crept up on us again, Dennis. I mean, we got 20 yards in penalties there back to back, and that hurt us.
County comes out with Hawkins at quarterback. 3 receivers set to the far side. Quick out, and that one caught. That's going to be Warden on a big gain. Warden taking it to the house. Hawkins.
There's a flag on the field, Dennis.
Warden.
It's coming back.
And hold the cheers if you're Christian County. This one against the Colonels will bring that big play back on the apparent touchdown. We didn't call Warden's name in the first. I'm not sure if he even played in the first half. I can't remember him being on the field.
He's a good-looking receiver. I mean, he's a young kid. He looks like he got some size on him. I mean, obviously, when he got in the open field, he knew what to do with it. But, bad play by we went for the interception there, and we probably should have just made the tackle. We gambled, and we lost on that play. So that's a good learning point when you watch the tape on that.
Right.
I can't see who that corner was. I think they've changed positions a little bit there, but kind of gambled on that play, and luckily we got the hold call on us there.
You're going to gamble. Being up 31-6 makes it a little more tolerable. Ball spotted back at the 41-yard line of Caldwell County. Still first down. Snap back to Hawkins. Hawkins had Dillard take the handoff, and I don't think Hawkins was ready for Dillard to take it. Picks up one on the play down to the 40. Dropped it for a second, able to fall back on it.
Yeah, that went about as bad as it could for those guys. He wasn't ready for the handoff. The quarterback wasn't ready to hand it off. He dropped the ball. It bounced right back up into his lap, and luckily they made the recovery. So everything went good for Christian County on that play.
Second down and about 5 coming up for the Colonels. Stack trip set over to the right side of Hawkins. Instead, Hawkins hands off to Bridges. Ball loose on the ground, and it looks like Parker comes up with it for Caldwell County in the secondary.
Yeah, Gus Fox made the strip, and Luke was Johnny on the spot and recovered the football there. Good job by the Tigers. Once again, the elements have reared their ugly head.
That was Dillard on the fumble for Christian County with 2:11 left to play in the third. Caldwell County will take over at their own 31-yard line.
I think I predicted 7 turnovers in this game. Todd, do you have a number yet?
No, I don't have a number of turnovers, but we knew it was going to be that way. Of course, Gus Fox just laid a hit on that play to knock that thing loose. And our previous play, Christian County had fumbled, but it popped right back up to them. So, that's a fumble on back-to-back plays.
Hand off to Spikes as Caldwell County back in action. Spikes lowers his head, gets through, and a flag way from the secondary of Christian County comes in at the 40-yard line.
I mean, I'm not sure what he would have called it way back in the back. The back judge threw that.
He showed his arm off, and it's a hold against Caldwell County from 15 yards.
He called a
into
hold
the Christian
from
County
30,
secondary.
30 yards away, he called a hold at the end of the play. That's what's funny about it.
Yeah, it took all the arm he had to get the flag to the vicinity of the foul that he saw.
I mean, that was just one of the oddest things. I mean,
He had to take a wind-up to get the flag.
Yeah, he did. And I'm not sure how he could see that because you had a side judge and your other hat was right there on the play the whole time. The back judge and the side judge is right. I mean, the line judge is right there.
Caldwell County now at the 29. Handoff up the middle. I didn't catch the number on the back.
Cam
Spikes on the carry for Caldwell County out to the 33-yard line. 1:50 left to play in the third quarter. 31-6. Caldwell County with a big lead, looking to pick up their second win of the year. Player down on the field for Caldwell County, able to hop back up. I'm not sure if that was
Spikes.
Mm-hmm. Spikes took a little extra rest there on the wet field. Rain still coming down, wind still blowing here at Christian County. Should carry on all the way through this game. And a personal foul flag on the field. Who would have thunk it, Ken? We'll see which way they point this one. And it is a personal foul against Christian County this time. That'll result in enough for a first down. New Tech Seed first down on the penalty as Caldwell County will get to move the ball all the way out to their own 47-yard line. Tigers in a deep huddle. May have to hustle back before the play clock. Well, play clock has not started on it yet, hasn't wound yet. Lander will bring the play in from the sideline.
Yeah, he's going to be tired running back and forth.
I just hope Caldwell County's line can bring this kind of excitement to the game next week as we go down to Mayfield. It's going to be a much tougher opponent in Mayfield. Mayfield in a battle, I think it was with Henderson County tonight. Tigers back at the line. Hand off to Maddox. Maddox fielding his way around. Has to jump it to the outside across the 50. It brought down at the Christian County 48-yard line. Maddox making something out of nothing on that carry. Wanted to take it inside, but it was clogged up. Stayed in bounds. Clock keeps running with a minute 22.
Got 6 yards on the play, 5 or 6 yards. Nice job by Luke. And, he just kind of ran where they wasn't. He found a little spot and took it. And he's quick to get outside. I mean, he's a nice runner.
He is. He's not a lot of size to him, but he has some great speed.
Good lower body.
Caldwell County, single receiver to the far side is Parker. Parker's going to be joined now by Fox. 2 guys on that side. Handoff to Maddox going that direction. Rounds the corner, turns it back up the field. Trying to pull a couple of players with him along the way. Gets to the 45, maybe down to the 44-yard line before he's brought down. It's going to be very close to a first down. I think he's going to come up a little bit short, and it is marked at the 44-yard line, about 1.5 yards short.
Yeah, Dennis, I would say this is 4-down territory after seeing that long snap in the last possession that we had. We're just going to keep trying to get some run here. It looks like Jack Roach in the game will lead a little bit here.
Maddox
right behind him.
Gets the handoff and follows Mongo down to the 41-yard line, and that's another New Tech seed first down. That will probably take us to the end of the quarter. We'll see if Caldwell County tries to get another playoff, and you would not think they would.
Mongo like mud.
After 3, it's Caldwell County 31, Christian County 6. Back for the fourth quarter after this.
Learn about your heart health with a simple scan. The cardiology clinic at Caldwell Medical Center features a highly trained team of heart health specialists and years of experience in cardiac health and wellness. Our specialists provide a wide range of cardiac-specific services, offering coronary artery calcium testing, stress test, echocardiograms, sleep studies, and more, all right here close to home. To schedule an appointment, visit caldwellmedical.com.
You only turn 130 once, and Fredonia Valley Bank is pulling out all the stops. This remarkable journey is a testament to the community and the cherished customers, so they are shouting out a huge thank you. And what better way to show gratitude than with monthly giveaways? Stay in the loop for your chance to grab some amazing prizes. Stay tuned with us. Follow Fredonia Valley Bank on Facebook and Instagram, or pop into either location for a visit. Here's to winning and celebrating together.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, welcome back to the Stadium of Champions on a night that Eddie Rabbit would love. This the fourth quarter brought to you by Cozy Living. Cozy Living Interiors offer beautiful furniture, bedding, accessories, and gifts. They are also your local U-Haul dealer. Come see Pam and Hab. Everything a home should be at Cozy Living.
Great job, Ken, with the Cozy Living and the Eddie Rabbit remark. It is Maddox, again, pushing that scrum all the way up to the 35-yard line. I love watching when they do that. That's one of the most fun things, especially from our vantage points, is to see that ball of players getting moved yard by yard.
As long as it's moving our way, I love it. But I've seen it move the other way too much in the last few weeks here. So this is a fun night for you and I both to be here, nice and dry in the press box.
6-yard gain on first down by Luke Maddox gives Caldwell County 2nd and 4 as we are underway in the fourth quarter. Tigers lead this one 31-6. And come to the line of scrimmage with Fox in motion to join Parker on the far side. Or excuse me, that was Maddox. And it's Fox making the catch but taking the hit and lost a yard on the play, it looks like.
Yeah, that's where you like to have a wet field. You don't get your feet stuck in the turf very much, and that was a pretty ugly-looking hit there. Went right at his legs and took Gus's legs right out from under him.
3rd down and 5 now coming up for the Tigers. Lander back from the sideline with the play. Caldwell County gets set with 2 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Handoff is going to Maddox. Maddox trying to get to the outside, and they're going to call a hold here right on the sideline. I think they're going to flag Parker on that one in a battle with the Christian County defensive back. The run made its way down to roughly the 31-yard line, but I think the hold is going to be called against Caldwell County. I love the battle, though.
They called it the line of scrimmage, it looked like, because they're marking us off from the line of scrimmage. I
thought they were going to give it to
I think they
Luke
called both
here,
of them. I think they called both
side.
of them. It was interior hold on their defensive tackle, and then Luke held it maybe on the side here.
Caldwell County backed up to the Christian County 49-yard line. Tigers have to get to the 31 for a 1st down.
Well, with the wind behind you, good time. Just take a shot somewhere. Maybe get a pass interference. Maybe get a little manageable play here.
And Caldwell County almost caught Christian County with 12 men on the field. Lander.
That's not the play you want, obviously. I'm not sure what happened there.
Was running kind of an option, but Lander able to keep
Look at that.
And made a lot out of nothing as he finds his way down to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, what a play there. Dalen just had a busted play, it looked like. And every time we've came out of that huddle and sprinted to the line, it's been a bad play. We've got motion called, and we had a busted play there. Probably scrapped that one.
Lander coming in with the play from the sideline. Bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, we're definitely going forward here, obviously, with the conditions as they are. And they're still in a safety deep there. I'm just surprised that, it's not going to cut it.
That handoff to Roach. Picks up a couple, but not enough for a 1st down as Caldwell County will turn it over on downs to Christian County as the offenses and defenses switch out. Let's go down for a Go Green field report with Todd.
Hey, guys, sorry. I was having a little discussion on the sideline. We're still trying to figure out who got a fumble in the first half, so I was talking to some of the guys. But, I was on the Christian County side in the first half, on the Caldwell County side in the second half. Never heard anybody, any player, any coach say anything about the weather tonight other than just, we're playing football. Nobody's made any complaints, and I think Caldwell's probably enjoyed the better of this, but good to hear nobody complaining except maybe me on the sideline a time or two.
All right. Thank you for that report, Todd, from Go Green. Snap back to Hawkins. Hawkins is picked off, and this one is a Tiger touchdown. Gus Fox had that one read the entire way. 30-yard interception.
Yeah, the Gus bus just saw that coming from a mile away and just stepped right in front and took it to the house. Wonderful job by Gus, and adds that Tiger lead.
That one comes with 9:10 left to play in the ballgame. 37-6 your score. Sutton Ritchie will come out and try to tack on the extra point after the Goodwin Insurance touchdown by Gus Fox on the interception return. Pick 6 by Fox. Ritchie will try to tack on the extra. Goodwin Insurance, your locally owned independent insurance agency. Kick is up, and kick is no good. And I'm not certain. That may be Sutton Ritchie's first miss of the season on extra point attempts. We'll have to check on that one. But 9:10 left to play in this one. Caldwell County comfortably out in front, 37-6. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back on WPKY.
Is there anything we can do for you? Johnson's Furniture and Appliances in Marion, Kentucky wants to help. At Johnson's, we get excited when you walk in the door or call for assistance. We look forward to solving your problems and lending a hand. We carry most major appliances, including GE washers, GE dryers, and GE refrigerators. We also carry parts and offer service. Johnson's in Marion, Kentucky wants to be your appliance store and service center. Let Johnson's Furniture and Appliances in Marion lend a hand. Stop in or shop online.
Back to the Stadium of Champions. Caldwell County with their best showing since the Hopkins Central game. And Ken, I would venture to say maybe better than the Hopkins Central game tonight, especially that run game as Sutton Ritchie lines it up. Kicks this one away, and this one will go 2 yards deep in the end zone for another touchback. With that wind behind him, that's almost a chip shot for him to land it in that end zone. But Ken, I love the play. We've had a lot of great runs. You look at Cam Spikes and Luke Maddox tonight, both of them having a big night on the ground, but you got to have the blockers for that.
Yep. I mean, once again, those guys in the interior have really done well. I mean, you can have Eric Dickerson back there, and if you don't have a line protecting him, I mean, he's not going to be able to get anything. But people don't realize, when Eric Dickerson was playing, he also had a Hall of Fame tackle named Jackie Slater that opened up a lot of holes for him. And you name one good running back, they've all got good lines. Emmitt Smith and those Cowboys of the 90s had great lines.
Absolutely. 3 wide receivers set to the left for Hawkins. Instead, handoff to Dillard up the middle. Ball comes loose, but I think they're going to call him down before the fumble, and they do.
Yeah, Garner Stallings had some good penetration there and was able to affect that play quite a bit. Garner, coming off of an ACL injury and looks really good this year. He's played a good job, done a good job in the interior defensive line.
We need a replay on that play.
Yeah, Todd, I thought it was a fumble from up here.
Yeah, it looked like it from down here too.
2-yard gain on the carry for Christian County. Bridges in motion. Hawkins flushed out of the pocket quickly, scrambling for his life, gets to the sideline, has some room, pushed out of bounds. Caldwell County about had him corralled for a deep loss back inside the 20.
Well, man, Leighton Wall absolutely blew that running back up. That running back broke down the tackle to block him, and Leighton just ran right over him. And then looked like our defensive end there on the left side, they were just holding this jersey. I mean, that was the most egregious hold I've seen the whole game, and it wasn't called.
Of the very many that have been. 3rd down coming up for Christian County with 8:10 left to play in the ball game. 37-6, Tigers with the lead. County with the football. Hawkins drops back, rolls to his left, has some pressure, gets out of that, hit, and he's going to be brought down at the 27-yard line, maybe a yard on the play.
Once again, Leighton Wall trailing the play and did a nice job there.
Wall having a big game for Caldwell County. Many Tigers have, and it's going to be a great show tomorrow morning at the Biscuit Barn as we do Saturday morning quarterback. I think that's Hawkins down maybe with a leg cramp going on as the players go to the sideline. Let's send it down for a Go Green Field report with Todd about what he's going to have on tomorrow at the Biscuit Barn.
Yeah, it should be exciting if this score holds up. A big win for the Tigers. We'll talk about it with the coaches and maybe some players in the morning. Hey, Ken, when you were talking about Eddie Rabbit earlier, were you talking about I Love a Rainy Night? Or what might have been his big break, Penning Kentucky Rain, which was then recorded by Elvis and went on to be a big hit.
Man, I tell you, he never ceases to amaze me. Todd Griffin, I mean, obviously I was talking about I Love a Rainy Night, but yeah.
Kentucky Rain works too,
Tonight it definitely
If this timeout lasts any longer, we're going to have a long-distance dedication for Todd.
I love it.
7. I got to compose myself again after that one. 7.5 minutes. Great job, Todd.
Big 4th down here.
Wharton back in at quarterback.
He's running.
Hawkins was injured on the play, holding his hand as he came off the field. And Caldwell County doing all they can to stuff that run by Wharton. Pushed out of bounds, but it is going to be enough for a 1st down, Christian County.
I tell you, this Wharton kid, I mean, he looks like a good player. I mean, he's a little bit like going into Vietnam with a BB gun right now with him, but he looks like a nice-looking player. He's a young kid, too.
Zion Wharton was the 3rd leading rusher coming into tonight for Christian County with 120 yards on the season. He is a junior.
Looks like we've got a few of our younger guys in now, Dennis, so we'll see what happens here.
Bad snap. Wharton able to corral it now, wants to get to the outside, and he's going to be thrown for a big loss back to the 23-yard line. That was number 24. Is it number 24?
It's 24, but
Carter Bedell.
Carter Bedell, yeah.
All right, Carter Bedell with a big sack on Wharton, moving the Colonels all the way back to the 23-yard line. 6:10 left to play in this one. Caldwell County should be able to coast home for their 2nd win of the season to go against 4 losses. Wharton looks up the field, takes a snap, handoff. Caldwell County, no problem with that one. Gain of about 1 for Christian County on second down. And that's about it.
I'm telling you, Dennis, I think Christian County better be glad it wasn't dry, because I believe we could really make some damage on them. We haven't thrown the ball a lot hard tonight. And
that's a good point, Ken, because you're right.
They're a pretty run-heavy team, and they really don't throw the ball that well at all. So,
and I don't think we've thrown a pass against the wind all night. We don't need any Bob Seger references in that one, unless we just want to keep the theme for the night going. Christian County back at the line. 2 receivers to the right. Wharton with a handoff, and it's fumbled on the ground. Christian County looks like they were able to fall right back on it. That is number 10, Tristan Dillard, able to get back on the football. No gain. Back to the 23-yard line. 4th down coming up for the Colonels. Under 5 to play here at the Stadium of Champions on what has been a very bad weather condition night. Timeout called on the field, a U-Ride timeout. We'll keep it right here at Camden for this one. Christian County takes the U-Ride timeout with 4:45 left to play in the ball game. And I want to tell our friends about U-Ride. They love to buy local cars in good shape. Somewhere I talked to Lee Hughes a couple of days ago, likes to see them somewhere in the 2017 to 2020 ranges. If you have anything you're looking to get rid of, they're always in the market for good, solid used cars, especially local ones. So give our friends Lee Hughes or Tommy Harrison a call at U-Ride of Princeton. Rain still coming down, looks like, and she's not blowing as bad as it did in that second quarter. That second quarter was messy. Caldwell County took advantage of field position in that quarter and really blew this game open en route to a 24-6 halftime lead. Cam Spikes added on a 10-yard run in the third quarter, and then it was Gus Fox with an interception return for 6 here in the fourth quarter. Caldwell County with 37 unanswered points in this one. And a 37-6 lead. Both teams back out on the field after that U-Ride timeout. Wharton takes a high snap, gets it in, wanted to kick it away, and finally does. Not much on it. Shanked it out of bounds in the neighborhood of the 37-yard line. We'll see where the official spot is while both teams come out. While we've got a break as the team switch fields, let's go down for a Go Green field report with Todd.
Yeah, back in the day when it would rain, I had like a complete list of songs I used to play on WPKY in the morning. You could go about 2 hours of playing rain songs, and Kentucky Rain was on there. I love a rainy night. Rainy days and Mondays. Who'll stop the rain? Throw some out there, guys.
My favorite Guns N' Roses, November Rain. My favorite Guns N' Roses song.
Blame it on the rain.
There you go. I'm telling you can go forever playing rain songs.
Lander still in the ball game. Hands off to number 6.
Xavier Lee.
Xavier Lee for the Tigers. Pickup of about 2 on the play on first down for Caldwell County. Or let's make it 3 on the play. Good gain on first down as the clock runs. Caldwell County wants to see this clock just run on out. They'll be fine getting on the bus with a 37-6 win if they could just run this out.
Well, it's going to be a win for the Tigers tonight, and it's a well-deserved victory. These guys need it going into district play. What a good boost of momentum for them going into the tough stretch against Mayfield and Murray.
Snap back to Lander. Lee again with the handoff. Not much there. He saw that hole close up about the time he took the handoff.
He bobbled it, and he just had to get down on it.
No gain on the play. Out to the 41. I'm not sure what Todd plans to talk to the coaching staff tomorrow about, but I hope he does touch a lot on the performance of the offensive line tonight, because those guys have been the best I've seen all season.
I suspect he will do that, being as he was a lineman in college, and those guys are unsung heroes of football. They never get their names mentioned, but boy, there is nothing better than running behind a big, strong O-line that just loves to block.
You talk about playing in muddy, sloppy conditions. They are closer to it than anybody. Handoff is faked. Lander keeps it, lowers his head, splits 2 tacklers down to the 33-yard line. Keeps that clock running. Third down And about 4 coming up for the Tigers. Or excuse me, 4th and 4 for the Tigers. And are we going to bring Sutton Ritchie on? I think the spot on this one, Ken,
try field goal 50
is
yards.
going to be a 50-yard field goal. Does have the wind behind him, not as strong as it was in the first half.
All right, Dennis, so one thing
This
to
is
remember.
big.
Make sure we cover number 3 because he can return it. Ask Nick Saban in Alabama about that.
Absolutely right. Parker handles the snap. Kick is up, and it's low. May have been partially blocked. It does touch the Christian County player, but blown dead. And with 2:30 to play, Caldwell County has the lead at 37-6. Great game, though, Ken, by the Tigers. We felt like we were so close a lot of times, but just ran out of gas towards that first half. Or the second quarter was our biggest quarter to fall behind all season long. But the kids came out in this one and really took care of business and embraced the elements tonight and just played fantastic.
Absolutely, Dennis. Even when they got up 6-0, we were dominating the football game.
Right.
I just felt in my heart of hearts that we were going to blow these guys out because watch the first 2 or 3 drives. I mean, we were just blowing them off the football, and we were stopping them cold. And then, of course, we fumbled, got bad field position, had the fumble down there.
Christian County back on the field offensively. And it is a new quarterback in the game. He drops the snap the first time that he's able to get one. Ball all the way back to the 10. I don't think that's Hawkins back in. We'll try to get a number on that quarterback. And
it wasn't a bad snap. I just think the young man took his eye off of it for a second, kind of got it up to his high on his right side of his face there and just dropped it.
Having trouble picking that number up.
18.
18 is going to be, no, that's still Zion Wharton.
Well, I don't think that's Zion Wharton.
No, I don't either. But it's another number 18 into the ball game. Run by Christian County. That's Dillard. Dillard, if there has been a bright spot for Christian County, it has been Tristan Dillard, the young sophomore. Breaks that one out to the 21-yard line. We talked a little bit earlier, Ken, about some of our friends texting in during the game. We've got several that do, and want to say hello to Larry Smith. You talk about old broadcasters. Larry actually trained me in my first broadcast stint at WPKY almost 47 years ago.
Well, he did a good job.
So good evening to Larry Smith. Glad he listens when he does. This one bobbled again on the long snap back, covered by Christian County at the 15-yard line.
How about we just take a knee here, boys, and end this thing?
Absolutely, Ken. Under a minute to play. Caldwell County will win this one in big fashion tonight. 37-6 right now on the board, barring anything going wrong. And for Christian County and Caldwell County able to get in the end zone. Right now the ball's spotted on the 15, so you can't say that they couldn't fumble or get picked. This is 4th down. Christian County still has 6 seconds on the play clock. Looking right into that rain. Snap is back. Pass down the field is intercepted. A one-handed grab.
Drew Stevens.
Drew Stevens, number 21, with the interception.
He jumped up and pulled a little Odell Beckham. Jumped up with that one hand, and it just stuck like Velcro to his hand.
How do you make a one-handed catch in the remnants of a hurricane with a wet football?
I would say receiver's gloves, but if those guys are wearing receiver's gloves tonight, they're crazy because those make it slippery, more slippery.
Wow, what a play. A one-handed interception at the 23-yard line. Todd, let's go down to you one more time for a Go Green field report on that interception.
Yeah, that was a great one-handed grab. Just kind of climbed the ladder there to get up and snag that thing and pull it in. His second pick, I believe, of the game, and big win for the Tigers tonight. A lot of happy Tigers down here on the sideline.
Tigers going into the victory formation. Christian County, for some reason, called the timeout, I think, to get a player on the field. And actually called a timeout, Ken, with 24 seconds left to play.
We're taking a knee, boys. I mean, I'm not sure what we're doing here. We're not going to play them for a while. Let's just go over the top now just for that.
I agree with what you're saying. I don't see us doing that.
Oh, no. We won't. I'm just.
But I kind of agree. That's especially in these conditions, it's not what you want to do. Stay tuned right after this one's over in 24 seconds, and we'll go down for a joint barbecue interview with Todd and Coach McClung after Caldwell County picks up their second win of the season in big style tonight. In the middle of what's left over of Hurricane Helene here at the Stadium of Champions, Caldwell here for the last time for a while probably will win this one 37-6 as they'll line back up in victory formation and take a knee and let this one run. And there's the snap. Lander hits the knee. The teams go to the sideline to go across and shake hands. Todd, when you get Coach McClung, you come on in with him for the joint barbecue interview.
A great win by Caldwell County tonight. This is one that we pegged on our schedule as a win that we needed, that we thought we could get when the year started. I mean, I saw the schedule. I said, yeah, we can get those guys this year. Last year, we really let one slip away last year. We had them on the ropes and let them off of it. And this year, we pretty much closed the deal.
Getting ready for the joint barbecue post-game interview. Feel the heat of the game with the Tiger coaches, brought to you by the joint barbecue. Real talk, real time, real barbecue, smoky, tender, full of flavor, just like our Tiger strategy on the field tonight. Satisfy your taste buds, feed your Tiger spirit. Real barbecue for the real game. Visit the joint barbecue at jointbbqwky.com.
All right, guys, Coach McClung is headed over this way, and Coach, you got a happy group of Tigers tonight.
Yeah, I'm very happy for the kids. You know, it feels good to win. They've had a tough road with our schedule this year, and then, you know, Christian County's a 6A team to come out on their home field in a Hurricane and get a win. Feels good.
Anytime you lose 4 straight, though, it's easy to get down. How do you keep the kids up and, you know, come out and put together a game like this one?
Just emphasize you got more games to play. It's a privilege to play football, and you got more games to play, and you know, playing the game is fun. You know, winning is fun, but just getting to play is fun. So I try to keep everything positive and keep kids fighting, and we showed out tonight.
How much did you guys talk about the weather before the game and at halftime?
Well, we talked about that we can't control, and it's going to be bad weather, you know, and that's what it was. And so they were ready. I felt like we were mentally prepared for it. So, you know, we played well.
All right, congratulations. See you in the morning. Tiger head coach Aaron McClung there, guys. Tigers with a big win over here at Christian County. Last time we're going to be at the Stadium of Champions in a while, so it's good to walk off the turf with a win. And we'll talk more with Coach tomorrow morning at Saturday Morning Quarterback from the Biscuit Barn and Ice Cream Eatery.
All right, thank you, Casey Kasem, for that wrap-up down on the field tonight. We'll go back to you in the post-game show and get the stats tonight from the ball game. But a great job on the field in terrible conditions tonight. Caldwell County, the big winner, 37-6 over Christian County. We'll take a break and come back and get underway with the Trilogy post-game report next.
Stay safe on the road while keeping your vehicle in top shape while enjoying a smoother, quieter ride. Ensure fuel efficiency by trusting the tire experts at Trice Hughes. Stocking leading brands like Michelin, Goodyear, Firestone, and Bridgestone ensures quality and longevity. Plus, enjoy no-cost tire rotations with every service appointment for the life of your tires. Discover the Trice Hughes difference in Princeton or find them at tricehughesgm.com. At Trice Hughes, they're more than just tires.
Hey, sports fans, you wouldn't want your favorite sports team to play only offense or defense. When it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? At Goodwin Insurance, they take care of all your insurance needs. You deserve someone that provides comprehensive